let's get on with the questions, and then you guys could take it wherever you want, okay? First question, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll start with you, Mr. Vegan Gains. Do you think eating meat is equivalent to animal abuse? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I believe in the ethical principles of veganism, which is animals should have the same rights as human beings due to there not being substantive differences between animals and human beings that would justify taking rights away from animals. So, yes.
Can animals spin Sweet Bonanza?
Can animals what?
No, not the same capabilities. Animals do not have the same capabilities.
I never said
Can't do
that
shit,
stupid.
honestly.
I never said that stupid.
Hand.
Yeah, so
I
never said animals don't have the same capabilities. I said there's not a substantive difference between humans and animals that would justify taking rights away from animals.
How's there not a substantive difference?
Gambling is a pretty important difference.
I said a
also-
substantive difference that would justify. Obviously, yeah,
couldn't
cows
gamble
walk
on
on
I'm not
four legs.
vegan or vegetarian. I'll eat the shit out of a steak, but also I think veganism, like, take away the morals, is just, I think it's a great thing if people want to do that, but I think for people who aren't as financially blessed, I think it's really hard
cheaper.
to go vegan while having
It's cheaper.
a good source of protein.
Yeah, no.
Animals eat each other. Animals use each other as food, so why wouldn't we be able to use animals as food?
Yeah, so
veganism was invented by bitchy white girls, and vegan gains
How's that even worse?
vegan to fuck a girl.
So again,
veganism is a joke.
So again,
you said that there is actually no difference between animals and humans.
I never said that. I never said there was no difference. I said there was no substantive difference that would justify. So again, here's the proposition I have. If you believe there is a substantive difference, there are differences between humans and animals that would justify killing animals, then name the differences. And if there was wait. Name the differences. So name a trait or a set of traits like intelligence, sentience, what have you. But in order to be logically consistent, you would also have to be in favor of killing humans that either have or lack those traits.
Sure.
Okay, but
So
if
name it.
you say that animals should deserve the same rights as humans, why do you have
Name the
dogs?
trait.
Because doesn't that mean you have slaves?
No, name the trait.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you don't have so
Having
many
animals
animals.
having
So
slaves.
if-
One at a time. One at a time.
No, name the trait.
You put them on leashes.
If the shit is,
You walk them on leashes. You feed them on the floor.
you
What's
walk
worse,
them on leashes to
slavery or
protect
eating?
them.
What rights
do
On
they
the
have?
floor because it makes more sense to them because they can't easily stand on two legs.
Yeah, so
But besides that,
name.
do you know how
So
many
if you're gonna
animals
say it's
actually
okay to
rape
kill
each other?
animals, then name the traits that make it okay to kill animals. Name the traits they lack that humans have, and to be logically consistent, you'd also have to be okay with killing humans that also lack those traits. So name the traits.
Dogs don't have good pussy.
They can't beg for their lives.
Okay, so if a human
Wait,
can't
don't
beg
knock
for
it if
their
you haven't
lives,
tried it last
so if a
month.
human couldn't
Hold on,
beg for its
trash
life,
pussy.
you'd be in favor of killing humans.
Yep.
There's so many animals that actually rape each other, right?
Okay,
Like
so
dogs,
it's okay to kill
giraffes
children
and stuff
because
like that.
children can't
hold
beg
on.
for their
Instead of-
lives?
Wait, how does that have to do with children? What does animals have to do with children? Hold on.
I asked you to name the
like
trait.
humans raping humans, we actually judge them, we actually put them in jail, we punish them. You don't do the same thing with animals. You can't necessarily be like there is no substantial difference between them. Like,
I
yes,
never
we
Hold
said
on,
there's
Vegan.
no substantive
Hold on,
difference. I
Vegan
said there's
Games.
no
Let-
substantive difference that justifies
Guys.
killing them. And again, name the trait. I just asked you, name the
tastes
traits
fucking
that
good.
animals lack that humans
Okay.
have that justifies killing them.
Okay.
They
Okay,
taste
stop.
good.
Wait, can we get on this?
Humans taste good, so you're okay with killing and eating humans?
Outgoing.
How do you know?
Knut,
Have you
go
eaten a
ahead.
human?
Xena, stop. Xena, stop. Knut, go ahead.
He's asking like this ridiculous, dumb question. The only thing is, humans don't kill humans. That isn't allowed.
We
It
do
is
kill
allowed for
humans.
us
What are
to
you
kill
talking about?
for-
There are many cultures all over the world that are okay with killing humans, even in the United States. You kill humans. The government kills people. So that's bullshit.
Again,
There's
again,
capital punishment.
We don't kill them to
I
eat
don't-
them, though.
Doesn't
I don't live
matter.
In Africa, where
We're eating the animals. They serve a purpose. Killing a human doesn't serve a purpose.
normal.
Yes, it does.
enough
Killing you would
people
make me
that
fucking
asking-
feel a hell of a lot better, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but that's not a real difference, right? If I eat a good old fucking cow steak, I'm gaining nutritional difference.
Yeah, and if I beat you like a
You're
fucking
gonna give me
punching
joy
bag, I'd
too,
get
but
some
I
a
won't
pretty
do
good
it.
fucking workout, wouldn't I?
Oh, are you mad? Are you upset? I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
so name the fucking trait, you dumbass. All you fucking idiots keep ignoring the fucking question. Name the set of traits.
Because
It's not humans.
But how would you define a substantial difference? How would you define it? Tell us.
I'm asking you to define it, dumbass. Name the traits.
Bro, do you know the traits? You don't. You don't even know how to define what substantial difference means.
You're the one who defines it. Name the traits.
Yeah, it's not a human. That's the
It tastes fucking good on my Krabby Patty.
Okay, so if black people were not human, you'd be okay with killing black people. Can you,
They wouldn't be humans then if they're black.
Why do they gotta be black?
Humans.
Define what a human is.
That is so
Define what a human is. Okay, if you're gonna name a trait as human, define what a human is.
The genetic
Why do they gotta
composition.
be black?
Okay, so if black people had a different genetic composition,
Why do they gotta be
They
black?
wouldn't be humans, then yeah,
Doesn't
don't
matter.
eat them.
It's because
So
you
you'd be
don't
okay with killing black? Okay, so
They're
you'd be
so
okay with
outlandishly
holocausting
fucking
black
retarded.
people if they didn't have the same genetics as
They're not black people.
the rest of
If
the
they're
race.
completely different genetically, they'd be
That's
fucking
not true.
or like some other animal.
That's not true.
They
No,
wouldn't share the
there's
traits of
no
humans.
particular
Yes,
reason.
there's not a
No,
single-
there's no particular
second you say
reason for
traits
why
and
our
you say-
genetics
Why
are
do
the
they
way
have
they are. You
black?
can have
Second you
completely
change
different
a
genetic
trait
composition but
and
have the same
genomic
expression.
makeup of something, it becomes a completely
Guys,
different thing.
No.
Vegans, stop yelling over each other. Speak one at a time.
Why they gotta be
literally
black?
That's
Why they gotta
literally
be
what-
black?
That's true.
They don't
Why
have
they
to be
gotta be
black. It
black?
could be Jews. It could be Asians.
But
I'm
Jews
just
have
using
black.
that as an example.
Okay, well, no, wait. There's one
Ban
rule
your
here.
minorities.
Wait. There's one rule here. When I talk or when Chronos talks, okay, chill. Okay, now listen. If you guys want to gang up and bully people,
No.
that's fine, but you have to do it one at a time, just like we're in the movies, guys. Okay, one at a time.
Can we
All right?
pick
Give us a
our favorite
talking
race
stick.
to eat?
He relating black people to animals. That's racist as hell.
Wait, hold on,
No,
go ahead.
you're just a fucking moron,
No,
so and you're not
everyone
listening to what I'm
already-
saying.
I mean, you're the one that's vegan. You're the one that thinks
Canute, go
animals have the
ahead,
same
not
rights.
everybody else
Yeah.
go ahead. Stop. Canute, go ahead.
I was going to ask him, would you refer to them as people if they weren't human?
Well, yes. So, like, to clarify, if you're going to say genetic makeup is what makes somebody human, that would just mean if a human race, like black people, Jews, Asians, could be anything, didn't have comparable enough genes to actually breed with another race and produce offspring, they technically
Yes.
wouldn't be human. So
yes.
you'd be okay with
Then we
you would
would
be
eat
okay
them.
with holocausting
Yes, because we would
Jews
never
or
call
black
them people.
people.
No,
So
this
you'd
is
be
the most
okay with
eighth-brain
holocausting
fucking
Jews
thing.
and black
You're acting
people
like we're
just
magically gonna
because
change people.
just
No,
because they
hold
have
on.
different
Let me interrupt
genes.
you. Let me
The
interrupt you. You keep
principle
repeating the point.
is if they have
You're
different
repeating
it again?
genes.
Okay, go ahead.
So if
You want to repeat it one more time?
you
Okay,
just
shut the
said
fuck up.
the
Do you wanna repeat it one
principle
more time?
is if they had
Okay, repeat it one
different
more time.
genes. If you're
Are you
going to
done?
claim the
Do you wanna repeat it one more
principle
time?
that
Go
you
ahead.
rely
Yes.
on
Animals
is different
aren't wearing
genes,
genes.
then things like
Can I-
intelligence, the way you
Are you
look,
done?
your sentience doesn't matter. So if black people were not
Are you done?
technically human, they're part of a different species, you'd be okay with holocausting them.
Because the holocausting them,
And
first of all,
it
sounds
means you like
genocidal.
people
We don't
that's,
Holocaust
in
cows.
the
We don't
country
Holocaust chickens.
It is a
Right? It's not
Holocaust.
Holocaust is
It
a
just
hatred
doesn't
of something.
end.
Therefore, you're trying to exterminate it. We grow chickens. We try to mass produce them so we can consume them. We're not
This is
trying
just
to
word
eradicate
games.
the
It's
world
an
of fucking
endless
chickens and cows.
holocaust.
You're
It's an
using
endless
fucking
holocaust.
explosive words.
You just
Shut the
keep
fuck up.
breeding animals to
How many times
continually
you gonna talk
murder
for me to
them.
Respond, you fucking idiot.
You're a fucking
Vegan
moron.
Gun in your
West
mouth.
is fun.
Kill yourself in
Let
real
West have
life.
fun.
You're not even
Shut the
responding to
fuck up.
anything I said. You're not even responding to anything I said.
I'm trying to respond, but you're just speaking.
You're
Vegan
not.
gays, let West go
You're
and then you
using
can rebut him. Let him go.
buzzwords
Let him
to
go.
try to drive your point home, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Once you change the genetic makeup of something, it is so different. There's probably just a couple genetic.
I can
makeup
use the
differences
word
you and
mass
fucking
murder
cat.
then because you're such a fucking triggered bitch.
It's not
Okay, it's mass
We're
murder.
not murdering something. Murdering is murder is a human to human.
No,
thing.
it's not.
You can't
No,
murder a chicken.
that's
You
just
can't
one
murder a
definition of
cow.
murder. That's just one
No, it's
definition
the
of
only
murder, and it's a
definition
semantic
besides
argument. It doesn't
psychotic
make.
vegan fucktards
That-
like you.
do you know-
try to
do you-
fairy tale up new definitions.
Do you know what question
And
begging is,
I'm
you
muting you.
idiot? Do you know what question begging
Hold both
is,
of
you
these.
idiot?
Hold
That's what
both
you're
of these.
fucking doing
Hold both
right
of these.
now. My
Hold both of
fucking
these. Hold both of them.
proposition is that
Hold both
animals
of
should have the
them.
same rights as human beings. So claiming that murdering an animal isn't murder by definition is just question begging.
You're wrong.
Okay, vegan games, hold on, West.
You
Let
lost.
Canute- Wait, Bellarama, go ahead. Bellarama, go ahead.
If you actually believe that humans and animals should have the same rights, so if an animal gets raped, so should the animal go to jail? And like, if an animal murders another animal, should they go to jail? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah,
If you
so
believe that they should have the same rights.
So we have issues like this in our legal system where severely mentally disabled people might commit rape or murder or something like that. You could handle it the same way with carnivorous animals where it's guaranteed they're going to kill another animal. I'm in favor of culling
How
them.
do you handle it? Hold on, how do you
Well,
handle
I
it?
just said
What's
I'm in
different?
favor
How
of
do you
culling
handle it?
carnivorous animals.
You're in
Wait,
favor
wait,
of killing.
what?
Wait, so now you want to
Animals-
genocide all the animals that would kill other animals?
I don't think.
Wait.
I
No, you're
don't
the
think.
Yeah,
it's
at least
fair.
odd order predators.
Stop.
He's
Animals
going
don't
to
even
send them
animals
to,
don't even have
to a
moral
mental
concept.
hospital.
Animals
What does
don't
that
even
matter?
have moral concept. That matters. These are traits that humans have that animals don't. Animals,
No,
like
Okay,
I said,
well,
they
a
can't
newborn
think for us.
baby doesn't
Animals-
have a
Can I talk?
concept
You're
of
talking
morality.
over everybody. I just started talking. You talk over everybody. Like, can you shut the fuck up for a second? Let me say something. Then you
Okay,
can
say
respond?
whatever stupid shit you want to say.
Okay, now shut up. Yeah, but you're the one who's vegan, so who's really stupid? You fucking idiot. You're vegan and you're
Okay,
fat.
being
You're
vegan
vegan and
isn't
you're fat.
stupid.
You're
Shitting on
vegan
other
and you're
people
fat.
for
You're
not being
vegan and
vegan
you're
is
fat.
stupid.
You're vegan
Yeah,
and
take
you're
a look
fat.
at my OnlyFans
Okay. I'm
and
not
say if
vegan.
I'm
Back to what
fat.
I'm saying.
I'm not vegan.
I don't need to. Back to what I was saying. Animals fuck their offspring naturally.
human
They don't
beings.
have moral. Okay, no, human beings. It's not natural for them to do that at all.
Please define what
It's not
natural
natural
is.
at all.
Clearly it is because humans do it.
Animals do it just to fucking procreate. Humans do it because they have some type of mental disorder. Animals do it literally to procreate. They don't have concept of
Like
brother,
veganism.
sister, mother, father. Like, what are you talking about? They don't
sorry.
have
The
moral
main-
structure.
Sorry,
main
what
difference
is and
between
isn't natural?
humans-
The natural
You just
biology.
said, sorry, you just said it's not natural for human beings to have sex with their own offspring
When-
or relatives. They
Okay,
do that.
when cats and dogs and cows and cattle, whatever the fuck, and they breed with their offspring, there's less likely to be deformities within that than there is with humans. And
No,
humans,
that's
you
not
actually
true.
see results of that. Yes,
That's not
it is
true.
fucking true. It absolutely is
That's
true.
not
Have
true.
you ever lived on a
Inbreeding-
farm? Have you ever lived
Yeah,
on a farm?
inbreeding
I did.
affects animals the
'Cause I
same way
did.
as humans.
You're
No, it
comparing
doesn't.
you're comparing
No, it doesn't.
anomalies to majorities, right? And animals
not
is completely
anomaly.
normal. I'm not done. I'm not done. Let me
It's
finish my
normal.
point before you interrupt. So it's an anomaly for a human to fuck its offspring. It's not an anomaly for an animal to fuck its offspring. It happens all the time. It's a very common thing. You see it in every single fucking species, but it's a rare, aghast, horrible thing if a human fucks its own kid because it's not a common thing to occur. And you're comparing them like they're the same. Something that rarely happens versus something that happens all the
Can I
time.
just hold on? Can I intersect here as a moderator real quick?
So
Just a quick
you'd
fact
be-
check. Wait, real quick. Hold on. I do not know where this came from. The idea that animals fuck their offspring, but I'm pretty sure animals have like a genetic awareness of their offspring as well. I don't think they're constantly fucking their offspring.
Yeah, they're
because
not.
then the
It's
whole-
not
that's-
normal.
Also, can we not?
This is
Can
a
we please
insertion, okay?
point out that like
That's not
the
a defense
reason
of
that
what I'm-
humans
Wait, hold
and
on,
animals
hold on,
don't fuck their offspring? Sorry, what?
No, go ahead, Caitlin.
Oh,
Go ahead.
the reason humans and animals don't fuck their offspring, besides the humans obviously like conscious moral, it fucks the kids up, right? The reason is because it creates fucked up offspring. So we all
Same with animals.
programmed in here don't. Yeah, animals too. That's what I'm saying. That's why we know not to do that.
But all
Besides
the
the
animals
moral
fuck their
question.
offspring.
And animals don't know this, is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. If you've raised on a farm and you have two cows, you have the mother and the son, and the mom goes back and the son is going to fuck the mother and breed with her. That's just natural. It's
Vegan
their
games-
instinct.
So
I just
it's
looked it up.
okay.
Looked up
So
study,
sorry.
97% of all species fuck their
I need to see
offspring.
that.
Okay,
Thank you.
so
Oh.
you're
Am I
saying
the
it's
only one who has
okay.
experience living in a farm
Sorry,
in Ohio?
so
Like, am I
you're
the only one with
saying
farm
it's
experience?
so you're saying it's
Yeah.
okay to murder or kill animals because they lack moral agency? Is that what you're?
Yes, that
That's
is the
one
substantial
Okay.
That they don't
difference.
have the same
That's what we're
rights because
talking
they're
about.
different.
Do you remember
Okay,
the very beginning when we
okay,
were talking about
okay.
the substantial difference?
Okay,
There it is.
so I have a
Bingo,
response
bingo,
to
bongo.
that. Okay, so if it's okay to kill animals because they lack moral agency, then it would be okay to kill mentally disabled people. It would be
Yes.
okay
Or
to kill
babies.
psychopaths. It would be
Yes.
okay to kill newborn children because again, they don't
Yes.
have moral agency.
You know, that's
So
the
you're
difference.
fine with okay, so when Hitler,
Abortion?
okay, so when the Nazis first got into
Babies,
power
babies
and they were
are-
murdering mentally disabled
Let him
people,
finish.
you wouldn't have a
Interrupting
problem
you
with
guys.
that.
Listen. Let me say something, right? As a guy that's not a professional Muslim, but for Muslims, animals don't have souls. They don't have souls. That's why we eat.
Okay, you worship a fucking
Humans have souls.
pedophile, so fuck off with that shit. You're a fucking moron.
God.
Don't talk about my uncle like that.
I'm joking. But yo, I do listen to me. As a mature guy, well, technically not really mature, but
Hey,
I
at
do
least mom
respect
didn't
you in a
fuck his
way
own
because
kids.
You know, like being a vegan is strong, and you're not doing anything bad. A lot of people shit on you guys for no reason, but I mean, it's annoying when you guys come towards us and it's like tell us what to do. Just
Yeah.
stay
There's
your own
nothing
lane.
wrong with
Totally agree,
vegans.
Slicker.
There's
Thank
only
you. I appreciate
annoying.
that. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Only
So-
And my
the
brother's
only
a vegan and he's so respectful, and that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, dude, it's so cool that you're
Why
vegan.
should
and
I
would love to
respect?
try your
Why
vegan
should I
food for you.
respect somebody who's a fucking Nazi?
Because maybe don't be a cunt. Maybe don't consider eating animals to being a Nazi.
You literally just supported Nazism. You said you're fine with you said you're fine with genociding an entire class of people.
Hold up. We are.
I said that.
Done. We are
I did say
done with
that.
round 1. We are going to throw a poll into the chat. Listen, guys. The responsibility now is for you guys to vote on who you want to keep. Vote to keep, not kick. Okay. Good luck, guys. Huge.
If you eat a
huge
Big Mac, by the
Actual good
way,
one.
Vegan Gains thinks you're a Nazi, by the way. If you eat a fucking Big Mac, you're a Nazi. Isn't that a bit crazy, Vegan Gains? Don't you think your
No.
extreme position pushes away people from veganism?
No, committing mass murder is tantamount to Nazism, so no.
I have a question, Vegan Gains. How are you okay living in this world where 99.9% of people are Nazis?
Yeah, why don't you kill him?
Yeah,
Why
I
don't you
don't
kill
like most
yourself?
people. Why would I kill myself? I
That way
respect
you don't have to
animal
deal
rights.
with it. You don't have to deal with it. If that was me and I thought 99.9% of people around me are Nazis, I'd be like, fuck
Yeah,
this shit.
well, you
I'm
weigh
the
like
only Jew left.
500 pounds and you probably
I'm
get
gonna
around by
kill myself so
rolling,
no
so
one
I'd
else can
imagine
do it,
you would
bro.
want to kill yourself.
Yeah, pull some Inglorious Bastard shit. That's what you do next. Buy a theater.
True. You just blow up a theater, become a terrorist. I don't really get it across. Everyone will switch to veganism after you blow up a plane or something. That's a great idea. Resort to terrorism, Vegan Gains.
You're
Also,
the
I
one
think
who
the-
supported genociding an entire class of people, so
I
who's a
think the
terrorist?
bottom
You guys
line,
are pussies when it
honestly-
comes to your opposition. You're like, oh, we're gonna sit in the road and wear flower crowns. When other people have
Oh,
issues,
yeah.
they like do violent shit. They get their fucking word out there. You guys fucking do pussy
right.
shit.
Okay,
Wes,
cool. I could
that
beat the
was
shit out of you if you want.
Wes.
I'm gonna start telling
That
my
was
cat
a
she better split the rent.
crazy wild. Xena, you got muted for 1 minute for talking over me while I was talking. Okay, stop talking over me. The winner of this last round, Wes, by the way, is not you actually. Vegan Games is the winner of this round.
Vegan.
And now Vegan gets to decide. He has to eliminate between the bottom 2 people. He's going to choose between Slicker and Bellorama. We're the bottom 2 in the polls. Oh no, Xena, you're unmuted. Don't ever interrupt me again.
Bellarama, she's more annoying.
Oh shit!
Wait, what? You kicking
Bellarama?
me out?
You
Yeah.
can't kick out the eye candy, bro. Be
She's not eye
respectful
candy.
of
What
the
the fuck?
views.
She's mid as
He's
fuck.
vegan. You think
She's
he has
hot.
testosterone? Oh,
She's
Jesus.
hot and
Yeah,
smart.
bro. He's intimidated by
Reno,
the titties
can you
because
lotion
he's
up
not
your
a real
tits?
man. He's a fucking vegan. That's why.
Are those tits or are those fucking silicon?
Whoa!
Bro, do you even have a dick or do you have a
Steve,
Bella-
They're not tits, they're silicon.
Bellorama, this is your chance to show it.
pussy? Is it your
Stop.
clit?
Stop.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to silicon, so
Stop.
fucking deal with
Hello.
it.
Hey, oh my god, am I not the moderator anymore? Is my shit muted? Okay, Bella, if you want to tell everybody where to find your non-silicon boobies at that you claim they are not, then go ahead and shout yourself out and then peace out, bounce. Go ahead.
Yes. My name is Bellarama TV. You can find me anywhere. It's literally Bellarama TV. Follow me on Kick, Instagram, Twitch, everywhere. Bye. Have fun.
Good
Bye,
luck.
Bella.
Bye. Good luck. Bye.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Yeehaw.
Christ, guys.
That was
Yeah, Mr. Horse, you think you'd beat Canute in a fight?
Canoe. He looks. Do you do martial arts? You look pretty in shape.
No.
Yeah, Canute, can
Probably
you take
then.
your shirt off
No.
and adjust your camera angle now that Bella's gone? We need the views up again.
I'm 6'3" and I weigh about 270 right now, so I don't know if I'm a fair bit bigger than you.
You do steroids?
No.
Can you show me your body, like your chest and shit? How does it
Isn't
look?
steroids
I swear it looks
clearly
terrible.
against
No, let me
veganism?
just see. Like, take it off. Take it. I've seen like vegans' chest. It looks deformed.
You
bro,
don't
I'm not
look
gonna lie.
too Kevin.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but-
it's not. I don't know. It's
Just
not
a second,
like,
I'm gonna
it's-
adjust my blinds.
But if
'cause
he's
the
vegan,
stupid-
how could he wouldn't do steroids then if he's vegan?
Why do we have
Right?
to wait? Are steroids?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That's
I don't think steroids are vegan.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say he's definitely on
not vegan.
roids. He's
I feel
capping
like
right
they
now.
would be.
No, he
That
has
is roids and a
steroids
half.
because he's a vegan. He's a
Steroids
vegan.
are
It's
vegan.
impossible to
They're
get
made
that
out
big
of-
without doing.
They're made out of soy and
Steroids
sweet
are
potatoes.
vegan.
Oh, it's made out of soy. Oh, okay, I thought there was like animal. I don't know.
No.
I thought
So
there
you
was,
can
like,
take
animal
it.
fat or something.
Huggy.
Oh, I was trying to help
So
you
you're
here.
saying okay? So you're saying you're natural. Okay, wait. I got a question for you. And Canute, you could jump in if you like. Do you think you could actually be a competitive bodybuilder on a vegan diet?
Yeah, absolutely. Look up Barney Duplessis. He was the former Mr. Universe, and he's vegan.
Oh,
Was he
Good
vegan
one.
during his
Yeah.
peak years?
Yeah. The last, I think, few years he was competing.
Is he just not like a genetic anomaly?
Well, he would have to be a Mr. Universe, but
Yeah, I get that, but like, I mean, maybe he's being debuffed
like
by veganism.
Like again, there's no.
Hold on, vegan. Hold on. Canute, go ahead. You were saying something.
Mr. Universe doesn't have any high level anymore. It maybe was when Arnold won back in the days in the 70s, but that is like a mid to low level Mickey Mouse Federation that holds up to the competition.
Well,
it isn't anything.
Well, it's the NABA Mr.
Universe.
I think it's the NABA Mr. Universe.
The Mickey Mouse Federation, correct?
Not really. It's a high level of competition. It's just not as crazy as the IFBB.
Wait, but hold on, Canute. So Canute, let me ask you. So you don't hold on, Canute. So you don't believe that you could actually, be a competitive bodybuilder on a vegan diet?
You can be competitive, but there doesn't exist anyone at the highest level. But obviously, they can further down the ranks. Yeah, that is possible.
Yeah, so
you think it's a debuff where it'll prevent you from ever peaking?
There hasn't been anyone till this date that it comes up to the highest level.
Well, again,
But that's
there's
probably
very
because
few
veganism
vegans.
is like, less common. Right?
That is correct as well. But till now, there hasn't been anyone that.
Has it been studied? The
It could be you, vegan man.
Has it been well studied, the differences in muscle growth and definition? And stuff?
Actually, there have been a few really good randomized trials that have come out recently where there's no difference in muscle growth between vegans and meat eaters. So, yeah.
Wait, not to be rude, are you gay?
No.
Oh,
I'm married.
Just a question. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Congrats,
okay.
Nice.
Okay, congratulations. Let me ask you this then.
But that was not a joke about your wife. Sorry.
Wait, nobody heard it. Why did you say that part out loud? Okay. So, by the way, so you don't believe in the fact that a lot of fucking nutritionalists, they always tell you that you need a balanced diet, and that diet includes protein. You need meat, and you can't just sustain yourself on a diet of like just straight veggies. Like,
well,
disagree
you
with that
don't need
completely,
meat
right?
for protein, so you can get all the nutrition you need on a vegan diet.
That's true.
Okay.
You do all that contact with your wife?
Okay, hold on. Can I interrupt? Well, sorry, go ahead, Canute.
I was just going to add in a few things to what he's saying. Like, it is possible to get all, let's say, amino acids from vegan diets, but it's way, way harder because you would have to look more into what you're eating.
No.
To find out how to get all of the. Yes, you would.
No, so as long as protein is equated, you get adequate amount of amino acids. And if you look at nitrogen balance studies, the slope and intercept is the same for vegan diets. So no, as long as protein is equated, there's no difference.
I don't feel like the whole topic of veganism even matters, because the whole point is just when vegans are cunts, like Vegan Gains. Because I don't think veganism sucks or anything.
I think you've proven you're a bigger cunt than me.
No, but you're just like want to scream. You want everyone to adhere to your belief, or they're Nazis. You literally called it 99.9% of people
you
on
supported
the planet
the idea
Nazis.
of genociding a group of human beings.
Nazis
you
because they want to
support
eat
genociding
meat.
a group of human
You're
beings.
the
Who's more of a
problem
Nazi
because you're an
here?
asshole.
Who's more
Why
of a
can't you
Nazi
just
here?
be
The
a
person
vegan?
who's in favor
Okay,
of
sure, I'm a
murdering
Nazi.
humans?
I don't care. I'm a Nazi. Sick hell. I don't care. The point is, why do you care so much to just not live your life? Why do you have to be such a cunt and ruin everyone else's experience around you?
So if you're in favor of improving everyone's lives, then why aren't you in favor of improving animal lives?
You think wait, okay, so now your argument is that eating meat actively hurts you? I thought it was a moral basis. What fucking bullshit are you pulling out that eating meat is like worse for you?
Well, it
actually
is.
is.
So vegans and vegetarians
Just
do
tastes
live longer, and they suffer fewer chronic diseases.
That's because
Live
they
a
stay
shittier life,
inside. No. That's because they stay inside eating fucking flowers all day. They never go outside and do anything.
No,
Because they never
actually,
take a fucking
vegans
risk.
and vegetarians
nothing to do
have
with
more.
it.
Usually exercise more than meat eaters.
Yeah, and they're fucking home on their little treadmills. They don't leave the house, man, because they fucking skin burn. easy
No,
and
actually, they
like
leave the house
flake
more.
away
That's
in
why
water.
vegans and vegetarians have lower rates of vitamin D deficiencies. So it's because they get
Honestly,
more sunlight.
No.
If
They
you
take
want
their
more
pills with
people to
everything,
be
all the other
vegan,
pills they take.
If you want
Buddy,
more
how
people
many
to be
fucking
vegan, I think
medications do you think you're gonna have to take when the
Guys,
diabetes
let somebody
kicks
else
in?
jump in. Stop.
All
Let
right.
somebody else jump in. Katerina, go ahead.
Honestly, I think that your points are very valid, but I think that if you want more people to become vegan, which clearly you do, I understand, like, it's okay to feel these things, but, like, the way you're going about it is absolutely tactless.
I don't care if I make you feel
people
bad. I
hate
only
vegans.
care about making sensible arguments, and so far you have not made a sensible argument in favor
Do
of
you
eating
think-
meat. Like,
Yeah,
again, the
because
only person... The only
There isn't any.
The only,
There isn't any except
the
for
only
maybe if you're a
argument that has
bodybuilder or
been
whatever.
the only argument that's being put forward would result in human beings being genocided.
This is my argument for eating meat. I like it, and
I like killing and
everyone's
eating
reason.
people, so that's my justification for killing and eating people, right?
That is
Oh my
most-
God.
So if
If
you
I
like
died
something,
today-
hold on. No,
So-
hold on. Stop. Everybody stop. Vegan, let me ask you this. So are you equating eating meat, like eating animals, to being a cannibal? And how do you draw that fucking equivalence? How are you a cannibal if you eat meat? Or how are you equal to a cannibal if you eat meat?
I'm not claiming that if you eat meat, you're a cannibal. I'm claiming that if you eat meat and you think it is in some way morally justified, you would logically have to also take away human rights. And again, the argument that she put forward, well, I like eating meat. Well, okay, I could use that argument to say I like eating people. If we're going to say just because
Then
you
do
like
it,
something...
pussy.
Just because you like something, that means it's okay to do it, then it's okay to kill and eat people. And again, you're complaining about me being rude and not not advocating for veganism. Well, you're the one who's saying it's okay to murder
Am I
people.
sweating?
Vegan.
So when you
you're
I am
wrong.
sweating.
Nah, Mo, I smell the Arab sweat, bro.
Crazy.
Hold on,
Question.
Wait.
Bronco.
So when
Go
you go
ahead.
past a
Wait,
restaurant, right? When you go past a restaurant and you see someone eating meat, do you say anything to them? No, because you're a pussy. Also, shut your mouth.
Sometimes I do,
Stop talking, man.
but
You talk too much shit on the
Bro.
internet.
Vegan,
That's
you
what
care
do.
more about how you look.
But you don't say that shit to their face.
You want to look superior, right? You want to be on this moral high horse that you're better than everyone.
Well,
you don't
I
give
do
a
look
shit
better
about
than you,
converting
so.
people to veganism. That's your issue, man. You just want to think you're holier than thou. You don't give a shit if people eat meat or not. Obviously,
Yeah,
based on
well,
your tactics,
you're
you're
in
not trying to
favor of
convert people to
genociding human
veganism.
beings, so
You're
I don't
just
really
trying
have to
fucking look
try
like,
too
"Oh, I'm
hard
such a
to
great person."
look better than you.
Okay, good point, dude. But you don't give a shit about making people vegan. You care about making
I
yourself feel
obviously
better.
do,
You got
since I
hope in
make
your dick.
coherent
Vegan, your
arguments.
fucking own dick.
Look, none of you have been able to make an argument in favor of eating animals that wouldn't.
Stop.
I was about to ask if it sounds to me and the way you're talking that your goal is just to argue with people on the internet. Is that your goal, or is it actually to make people think the same as you?
The only way to actually convince people of an ideology is to make good, coherent arguments in favor of that ideology. I don't care how I make you feel or if I offend you. Clearly, I've made good arguments since none of you have been able to make sensible arguments.
Wes, let him reply. Wes,
What a great fucking.
Let him reply.
To go further now, but the point wasn't if you make sensible arguments or not. That wasn't the question. Is the goal to argue with let's call whatever this people in this show is, or is it to convince people to be? Because the way you're doing it, you're just pushing people away from your beliefs.
Okay,
Is that something you don't get?
Okay, guess
Is
what?
that really hard to
So
if you were about to convince any of us to do that, I would have maybe done it in a more friendly way. Not because
So-
If I was an animal, I'd be pissed as fuck that this guy's standing up for me like that.
Yeah.
that doesn't matter.
Well, I can respond to that.
Yeah, okay, let's matter.
Yeah, so obviously my beliefs are not popular with many people, and I don't expect many people to agree with me, even when I do make sensible arguments, and even when I'm able to prove that their own beliefs would logically justify a genocide of human beings. So I'm not particularly concerned about how I make people feel. I think sensible people who care about whether they're doing the right thing, whether they care about logical consistency, won't care if I come off as an asshole or a jackass or I'm rude. They're only going to be concerned with my argument. So if you're this like overly sensitive pussy who only cares about feelings, I don't think there's any way for me to convince you to go vegan. Because again, veganism requires things like logical consistency. It requires like a moral compass. Somebody who's actually interested in going vegan isn't going to be this overly sensitive fucking pussy who only hangs on to, some of the mean words I say.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask
for you to just keep being an
Wes,
asshole.
hold on, Wes, stop. Let me stop. Let me wait, Canute, hold on. Let me ask you this. Okay, so vegan game. It's all animal lives, right? You're not So like the cockroach, the fucking ant, all of them, they equally matter to you, correct? I
No.
assume. Let me know if I'm wrong.
No.
Why not?
So there is a hierarchy of sentience. So a cockroach may not even be sentient, but they probably are to some degree, but nowhere near as much as, say, a chicken.
Are dogs like the Third Reich, you Hitler fuck?
I don't know. There's also.
Wait, hold on. So wait, hold on. Vegan Games, isn't there a slight hypocrisy in an argument when you say there's a hierarchy to sentience, and then you only care if you reach a certain level? So doesn't that just mean that a carnivore's level is slightly higher than yours?
You have to be an
Because they care about
alien
maybe
enough
less
animal not to be
Okay,
killed.
I can-
Otherwise,
If
you get
you-
genocide.
I can clarify.
If you kill a
understand?
spider, you're a Nazi.
I
okay?
can
I'm a vegan now.
clarify.
I'm
do
just
you
backing
drink
it up.
milk? Do you drink milk?
Well,
That's
soy milk.
vegan.
Okay.
I
Do you
can
have a
tell.
pet?
Wait, go ahead. My bad. He does. He just walked behind you like 2 dogs.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you a
have
dog. So
3
what do you
dogs,
feed,
a cat,
What do you feed your dog? What do you feed your dog?
vegan dog food.
You're an asshole.
What? You're totally
Such
an
a
asshole.
dog.
You know
Oh,
it's not
God.
good for them,
Such
right?
dog abuse. Holy fuck.
So if you look at the most recent research
You fuck
on
your dog
feeding
too?
cats and dogs a vegan diet, actually
Bro,
dogs
that
and
dog
cats that are
wants
fed
to
a vegan
die.
diet seem to do better. They live about as long, but they're less
You're
likely to
such a
get chronic
cherry
diseases.
picker. It's insane.
Yeah.
You find one study that backs what you believe
It's
and
not
ignore the
one
100
study.
that disagree with you. You're
Can
fucking
you-
covered
can you
in
show me-
cherries. Your
That's
house
great.
is built of cherries.
What
and
are
you
you
picked out a
talking
fucking
about?
grove.
We as humans have like evolved to a place where yes, we don't need to eat meat anymore. We used to, right? We can all agree with that. Way back. But nowadays, we have evolved to a place where we don't have to eat meat because of the way that we have worked on food and technology and society.
Because
But you
now we
still
know how
choose to kill
extract-
innocent
because
animals
we know
because
how to
you're
extract
morally bankrupt.
Wait, hold on. Let Zeno go.
So you're gonna
Let Zeno go.
interrupt.
Zeno, go ahead.
I didn't
agree
interrupt.
with
You
her.
stopped talking.
I agree
wasn't.
with
Do
her
you
because
know
of-
how to take a breath? Do you not
Okay,
do
wait,
that
hold
when
on,
you
guys.
talk?
I'd rather you not
Guys,
breathe.
let
Don't
Zeno
breathe.
go.
They breathe through their asshole.
Sorry.
Okay, stop. Let Zeno go. Zeno, go ahead.
I'm gonna agree with her because what she was talking about was like our development and like the food and science. Now we can extract like fake meat or the taste of meat and or protein from plants and other things that we couldn't have done in the past. But one thing I wanted to come back to about the moral concept thing is you were arguing about the exception of what babies and maybe mentally challenged people not having moral concept, but like babies are babies, they grow into moral concept, whereas animals never develop this. They
Right.
can never develop knowing whether or not you're like, if they're arguing over food, for example, the dog doesn't know that it's like it's killing its brother. It doesn't know that, but they're arguing over food because that's natural, that's its instinct, and they're fighting, right? And it kills its brother. So if animals should have the same rights, then animals all kill each other. Most animals are carnivorous. I don't know if it's
No.
right. Are carnivorous. Most
Most
a lot
aren't.
are. A lot of animals.
Well, if you
yes,
include
most animals in the
insects,
kingdom are.
if you
No, I'm not
include the
including insects, I'm
insects,
You just said
talking
you
about-
don't include insects because of the
Yeah,
hierarchy.
yeah. We're talking about.
They're not
No, I
we're
included
talking about like
insects.
jungle animals.
Oh, yeah, okay,
I'm not
go ahead,
including
backpedal.
insects. So mammals. Okay, I will say mammals. Animals. Mammals. Mammals are mostly carnivorous. Most of them. Okay,
No.
lions. Yes, they are.
no, they're not.
Yes, they
There are
Yes, they
fewer
are.
lions than there are gazelles.
I just want to hear
Okay.
her finish her point.
Yeah, he's
Right,
never
so-
going to let people. So
Well, you were
mostly
wrong
animals-
about something, but
animals
go
will
ahead.
eat meat. All animals will eat meat. Pigs will eat meat. Pigs will eat their own meat. All right, pigs will eat pigs' meat.
Welcome
cows
back,
will eat cows'
bitch.
meat, even though cows typically eat grass. Cows
Humans
aren't
do this.
necessarily carnivorous.
Yeah, I don't think pigs
Okay,
eat meat,
can I
right?
finish?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
ahead.
finish? No,
Yes, they do.
typically they
Pigs
don't.
eat
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. Is they typically eat grass. But if you put it in front of them, they will eat it. They don't have a moral concept to be like, oh, I don't eat meat. Oh my god, it's pig's meat. It's
Can I
like the
just ask
same-
you a clarifying question?
Can I finish first?
Well,
and then
I
you
just
can
want
ask
you to
whatever you
clarify
want?
because I just want you to make a very simple proposition. Like, what is the trait that you think animals lack that makes it okay to kill them?
That's what I said already, and that's what I've been saying.
What is
moral
it?
Concept. They don't have the
Oh,
ability.
okay. So
to-
you're
order
in
to have
favor
rights. So
of
that, again, does
genociding
that mean-
mentally disabled people.
So can I finish? Because you're cutting off everybody. I get that you
You-
like veganism.
you did
that's-
finish.
there's
You
nothing
named
wrong
the
with it.
trait.
I never finished it.
You
because I'm
named
still
the
describing
trait.
why I think this is important, though.
So you're
I'm
in favor
describing
of
why I think this is
genociding mentally
important.
disabled people.
You're
You're in favor of genociding mentally disabled
people that have a development
You
issue
just said
versus
you
in
just
general,
said
the
lacking
mass
moral
population is
agency
not
makes it
fucking
okay to
mental.
kill somebody.
The
So
mass
you're in
population
favor
is
of
not
genociding
mental.
mentally disabled people.
The mass population is
Yeah,
not
fuck them
mental.
kids,
Okay.
man.
Doesn't
The
matter.
mass population
You're
is not
talking about
mental.
millions
So
of
no,
people.
That's
You're talking
Yeah,
about
what's-
millions of people being genocided.
What is the gain?
And
What
most
is the
mentally
gain?
retarded people know from
I
their
got two
mother
questions.
and
I got two
father.
questions.
Animals don't have this
I got two questions.
Gino,
One,
hold on.
what's the gain of genociding mentally disabled people compared to, in your words, genociding a bunch of animals and using their food and fucking eating
Twitch
them?
streamers.
And then on top of that, you said you do OnlyFans. Does your wife do it with you, or you do it alone?
Oh, is that a question for me?
Yeah, both questions for you.
Okay, yeah. My wife used to do OnlyFans. We kind of had separate ones, but she appeared in some of my content. I appeared in some of hers. She doesn't do it anymore, though. And
Does your wife eat your cum?
No. And
Wait, because it's not vegan, is that why?
no. So there isn't.
Do you have stinky vegan cum? I'm sorry.
So there's not. So there may or may not be something to gain from holocausting mentally disabled people. We could eat them. If you've ever seen the movie, like Soylent Green, we could turn them into food. So again, but this is about the principle. She says her principle for whether or not it's okay to commit murder is whether or not a being has moral agency. Mentally disabled people do not have moral agency, so
But do we
she
eat
would
mentally
be
disabled
okay.
people to survive? Like, who necessarily?
We don't
needs
need meat to survive.
When-
We don't need meat to
Okay.
survive. So you're okay with murdering mentally disabled people?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
I thought they.
So you're okay with murdering mentally disabled
Veganism wouldn't work
people?
globally.
So are you or are you not okay
We
with
can't
murdering
scale
mentally
this
disabled
for
people?
everyone.
Whoever
No,
said anything
we're
about
not okay
murdering
with
them.
it.
We're not
We're not-
murdering them.
You
to
just
fucking eat them.
said it's okay to kill a being based on whether or not they lack moral
Please move on to a
agency.
new topic.
So
Please,
if that is the
God,
case,
I
you'd be
said
in favor
why
of killing
animals-
mentally
first of all,
disabled.
I said
you're,
why
you're just
animals
dodging.
don't deserve the
You're just
same
you might as well
rights
just
as
shut your
humans.
mouth.
Why
You might
do
as well just
animals
shut your
deserve
mouth
the
because
same
you're
rights as
dodging.
humans?
Look, it's a
Please
yes or no
describe why do
question.
humans
Stop
deserve the same
dodging.
rights?
Shut your
Why do
goddamn
animals
mouth.
have the
It's
same
yes or
rights
no.
as
The
humans?
only
really
thing
good
that should
way
come
to
out of your mouth
Why?
is yes or no.
Why?
Are you or
Should
are you
animals
not
get
okay
taxed?
with
Should animals
holocausting
get
mentally
taxed?
disabled people?
No. Now should animals? get
Then
taxed?
that's a contradiction. There's a
I'm using
contradiction in your
Welcome to
beliefs.
Electric Boogaloo.
Wes, nice one. Stop. Guys, let's bring down the temperature, okay? We could have a civil conversation without having to fucking yell over each other, okay?
No.
Nobody could understand what both
Krontos,
of you are
listen.
saying.
But I have a
This
Okay.
is the most cyclical argument of
Here's-
all time. Please move
So
on.
to be fair.
so dude, Krantos, she's dodging. So her principle is
I
that
said
it's
no.
okay.
Nobody's
Yeah, so
dodging.
that's a contradiction. So now,
No, it's not.
so
Do
it is
animals,
a contradiction.
So should animals get taxed too? Should I tell my cat to pay my fucking rent too? Since it should
Men-
have the same rights.
okay,
It needs to be treated
mentally
like a
disabled
human, right?
people.
Why the fuck
Mentally
am I feeding
disabled.
my
Not
cat? Why
everybody
is my
has to
cat
pay
not paying
taxes.
rent?
Not everybody
What?
has to pay taxes.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
my
know
cat
what the
can pay rent
contradiction
then,
is.
right? Like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
Well, this has
I'm
nothing
asking
to
you
do
to
with
make
what
it
I
make
said.
sense.
If
Okay, but
you're
I'm asking you to
claiming
make
it's
sense.
okay
Why
to
do
kill
animals
somebody
deserve the same- I didn't
based
say
on
that.
whether or not
So
they
why
have
do
moral
animals
agency,
deserve the same
then
rights as
you'd be
humans? I'm
okay.
asking you to explain why do animals deserve the same rights as humans? You haven't explained that. The
Because
same rights as
my,
humans.
I
equal
already
rights as
made the
humans?
proposition. I already made the
Where?
proposition at the
Your-
beginning
your
of the
only
debate. There's
proposition is
no
saying not to kill
substantive
animals.
differences
Okay.
between humans and animals that would justify taking away rights from animals.
Not heal.
Somali,
Stop.
Here we go.
Stop.
Somali
Stop
pirate.
it.
We're muting. We're
Stop.
muting.
Stop.
Okay, muting.
Slicker,
Okay.
shut up. Stop.
Slicker
Everybody
and Wes
stop.
are muted. Canute had his hand up. Go
Go
for
ahead.
it.
Yeah, but again, why I must say the people that are not anti-vegan but not vegan here, you're fucking stupid. He's coming with the worst argument of all time. It isn't like you can only have one thing you're basing it on if you can eat them or not. It's like you can put in more.
You can name more traits. Go ahead. The trait
Why
she
don't we
named
just
was
start
moral
dating retarded
agency.
people? And everything's
Okay,
fine.
but let's say my moral compass says I can eat something that isn't human. That's the only
Okay.
trait I'm putting in.
Okay,
That
and
isn't
we've
human.
already gone through this reductio. So if, say, black people or Jews or Asians were not human, they could not interbreed with other races, so technically they wouldn't be human, you'd be okay with holocausting an entire race of beings.
You know what?
But
Marie
they
Antoinette once said,
So
"Let them eat steak."
But they are.
Cake.
That,
No, that's what she said.
she
That's what
never even said the original
she
quote
said
was cake, so
Yeah, I know.
you're
She
not
meant
too
it was
bright.
pound
You don't
cake.
really know much
Okay,
about history, do you?
guys, stop. Guys,
Talking about
guys.
ribeyes.
We're moving on from this
Thank
fucking
you.
topic.
Ah.
We're moving on from this topic, okay? I enjoyed it.
Well, hold on. We got
No,
30
don't
seconds.
do it. Don't do
Never
it.
an end
No,
to
we
this.
got 30
We're
seconds on
adding-
the round. We got 30 seconds on the round. Let's just end this round, and then you're gonna ask the question.
Okay,
Kick
just
us
do
off
the
round.
voting while I'm talking then. By the way,
Everyone-
I think we're
fucking
doing-
sadist.
Everyone go
I'm
around and say
pretty-
your
I'm
favorite
pretty
type
sure
of
we're
meat
doing
to eat.
double. Stop, Wes. We're doing double eliminations this round because you were gone for like 3 fucking years. Okay, we're doing.
Wait,
double
hold on.
elimination.
The same timer's been running. Why would we randomly do double
Was it the
elimination?
same
Fuck my
timer?
dick.
Was it not 25 minutes?
Yeah, 25 minutes. Yeah.
This was the longest 35 minutes of my life. I swear to God, I
Yeah,
thought we
welcome
were
to
doing
Vegan
Same
even talking
arguments
about
12
veganism
times.
this whole
Okay, fair. We're doing
Can I
single
please
elimination.
ask
Anyways,
one question back?
hear me out.
Can I
Yeah, we'll
please?
move on. We'll move on. But right now, okay, we're not starting the next round. So before we start the next round, I just want to say, listen, I think it's pretty beautiful that we have Slicker and Yasso on the same stream again together. It's been a while, okay? Slicker. What the fuck? There's an alarm in my ear. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. Slicker, when's the last time you spoke with Yasuo?
Yesterday in my chat.
Did I? No, I didn't. No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
like 3 days ago. I don't know, a few
Only
days
if you're
ago.
doing some tennis bet, and maybe I'll come and give you some advices and shit. But
I got 4 tennis bets running right now. I'm fucking up bank.
listen, if you need advice, come to me. I'm the right guy, bro. You're missing out. You're gonna go in minus.
You are the last person I'll ever come to for gambling advice, just like Mr. Mammal is the last person I'm gonna come to for food advice.
Can I ask
It was a
something
long
real quick?
time, bro. Last time we spoke was like
Mr. Mammal?
Can I ask
long
the
ago.
Mr.
Wait, hold on,
Mr.
Zena.
Horses?
Hold on.
Oh.
Wait, no, hold on, Zena.
Whoa, holding on. It looks like we have a-
Dude, can we fucking wait for a second? Are you autistic?
No,
Fuck.
because I don't want to be
No,
like
I'm
15
announcing
minutes in the round
immediately.
before the fuck. Yeah, we do. No, it's not immediate. I waited a full fucking minute, okay? Wait a
Okay,
minute.
go ahead and
Can
fucking
you-
announce
Yeah,
it. Let's
I
get
know.
on.
Listen, you
let's
got a
get
whole,
on
money to
whole,
with it.
you
gamble,
got a whole
please.
fucking show to ask these
Huh?
guys questions, okay?
Can you give me money to gamble, please?
No,
Mr.
it's just
Vegan
really
Gains?
important.
Yeah, you know what's really important? The really important thing is that Vegan Gains is won twice in a row. However, you're not allowed to vote 2 times in a row to kick somebody off, meaning the vote is going to pass to our second place winner, Wes, by the way. Wes,
Augie.
What's up?
looks like Q might not get his question because you have to choose between Slicker and Yasuo to kick off.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Do you know how fucked up this is? These are the only 2 Arabic guys I know that forsake their religion to gamble online. This is crazy.
Actually,
How do I pick, man? Fuck me, dude.
now I don't fucking get to ask my
Okay,
questions.
I'm gonna
you
explain
fucking
why.
Bitch.
I'm gonna explain why. Because Slicker, we've been on so many shows together. You know what I mean? We've been through the fucking trenches, me and you. But I've only been on like one with Yasuo. That's the only reason I want to keep Yasuo. Do you understand, my brother?
Yeah, man,
Okay.
it's alright. It
I
was
love
too
you.
late anyway. This guy put it on too late.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking Destiny who picks the times. What the fuck? Anyways, Slicker, thank you for coming on. It's been fun. Shout yourself out.
Bro, honestly, I do want to say though, Canoe, Katarino, Yasu, it's good seeing you guys. Wes,
Aw,
take it
good
easy,
seeing
man.
you too.
Yo, Vegan Gains, you Karen bitch, and fucking Zena, حياتي قلبي انتي حلوة والله. بس انتي من قحبة. Take it easy, guys.
Mashallah.
Where he got a... Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
He said good
Can I
things
ask
about
my-
you.
He
It was
said
good.
It was all
about
good things,
me?
by the way. It was all
Yeah.
good things. He
He
was.
said you
He said
smell
you're the
nice.
love of his life. No, he said you're the love
Yeah.
of his life.
He said you smell
And to
nice.
DM him.
Vegan Gains, what are your
Slicker.
shits like?
I'm taken.
Pretty
But
good.
I did want to ask
So
you
we want to
again.
keep
really
it the
weird
vegan
shits?
conversation, Wes? Do we still
Oh,
want
no,
to
that
keep
was
it
just
there?
one
Or
normal
do we-
question.
I know,
That
that
wasn't
was
like a
one
vegan
question.
conversation.
I don't want to make it a debate. I just want to ask him one question because like
Oh,
one
no.
thing was confusing me. Is you were saying if like you picked like a specific group of peoples and
Oh,
you
we're
said if
fucked.
they couldn't interbreed and stuff like that, so therefore they weren't human, then if they're not human, why does it matter about mass genocide? That's all I was asking. Like if they're not human, then
Well,
I'm
I
kinda
gonna
think,
use
separated
the
them
little
from being
boys'
human.
room.
yeah,
you get what I'm
sure.
saying? Like
So,
that kind of just took
Oh.
away the whole point of like genocide against humans if they're not human.
well,
in that
sure,
example.
but I think the fundamental value for why people care about rights for human beings isn't the fact that they share a genetic lineage. It's because they have traits like sentience, they can think and feel, they can feel pain, they can experience well-being, they have intelligence, and I think another important factor is like things like interpersonal relationships. Even if something isn't human, you can have a meaningful relationship with it. So when you're going to name a trait like genetics, like okay, a human has this gene. So if we were to take like black people, for example, and have their genes be different, you wouldn't really care about those genes. You'd care about their sentience, their intelligence, the relationships you can have with them. So I don't believe when people name these traits, like the trait human being just genetics, that they actually care about that trait.
Okay, one more
Okay,
question.
you
as
know
well.
what? Vegan gains. Thank you. You've given
Vegan
me lots
gains.
to think
You
about.
say that,
Yeah, no problem.
like the genetic difference. But can you show me one small genetic difference that isn't a complete, like, absolute distinction? Because when you say that they'd be non-human, there is nothing even remotely close to us that is like looks like us or is semi like us that is so genetically similar that I wouldn't fucking eat it, right? The more like even if you
Well-
say chimpanzees or like monkeys that look similar that are like close relatives or ascendants, I would absolutely fucking eat those little pussies. Right? It's not the moral compass of eating a human being. So if you take a black person and you change enough genetic in him that he turns into an orangutan, I'm more okay with eating that fucking orangutan than I am eating that black person because he's no longer a human being. He's a completely separate species. So I feel like you're
So-
undervaluing the genetic difference that you say there because it becomes a whole new species.
So I have two things to say about that. For one thing,
Yeah, this is the
again,
final take for veganism, and then we move on. By the way,
Sure. So
Fuck
for
this
one
topic.
thing, again, if you're gonna name the trait as genetics, we're talking about principles. We're not talking about, I don't know, some sort of like anything that can really occur in reality. Yeah, obviously, we're not gonna come into a like find black people that can't interbreed with other humans. So if you're talking about the principle, then I can make any kind of analogy to test your principle. So again, if that results in a problem for you, where if we did find black people who couldn't interbreed and you wouldn't be comfortable with killing them, clearly there's something wrong with the principle you're espousing.
Okay, and if I am okay with killing them, then you're cool if I
Well,
eat?
you've already
Okay,
admitted
no,
you're
no,
fine with
guys,
genociding,
guys,
so
I'm cool
you're
with you
morally
guys.
bankrupt.
Okay, no, stop.
That's the cor-
We're moving on. We're moving
Can I-
on. We're moving on.
I just need to say something against this argument because you can put in more than one factor
Yeah,
into your argument.
that's
and
fine.
then your argument is suddenly gone.
Well,
Okay,
again,
no,
I'm asking
vegan,
you to
don't
name...
reply. Vegan, stop. Don't reply. We're
Sure.
fucking done with this topic. We're done with this topic. We want to move on to other things. Trust. Okay, we've heard enough. Thank you very much. It's a lighter topic than this. Okay,
Thank
so
God.
recently, a woman was sentenced to 10 years in prison for having multiple monetized breastfeeding videos on YouTube. Do you agree with her conviction? Is breastfeeding outside of an educational format child porn? Because that's what she was charged with.
Was the baby naked? That's
I'm not
important.
sure, but I don't believe so. I don't
If the
believe
baby's
so. No.
naked, it's child porn. If the baby's clothed, sucking on some titty, how is that child porn?
So I
My TikTok for you page is full of
child, by the way.
titties.
So I
What's
think
full of
the
titties? Wait,
issue
what?
that the court had was that she was using her children in a sexually exploitative way. Even if the children weren't necessarily the sex objects, she was using the children as a tool to that end. So
Okay, if
I
you
think that
change
is
the
justified.
genetic trait of that baby
Children are
and it
tools.
becomes a non-human species baby sucking the titty, is that
Shut the fuck up. Come on. No. Okay, Zita, did you have something to say? Go ahead.
About the breastfeeding thing, I'm still processing it. You know, I'm a
What
little
was the
slow.
context of the video? Sorry, Zena.
It's okay. I'm
Baby
slow.
sucking on some
Breastfeeding
titties.
your baby.
Zena, don't worry about it. I've been
Just
processing your
breastfeeding your
titties
baby.
this whole show.
Like
Yes,
it's
yes,
just a,
Ice
it's
cream
just
so
for
good.
fun.
No, it was erotic
Like-
breastfeeding, right?
Like that was the
Wait,
reason.
no.
What does Mr. Mammal think? That's what I want to know. Mammal, what do you think?
Vegan, he's talking to you. It was
Sorry.
educational, by the way. It was educational. It was an educational video where she was just breastfeeding her child, and it was monetized on YouTube.
Did you watch
but
it?
the court saw it. No, I didn't.
Well,
Can we
was
do like
wait,
a review?
wait, was that her
I
argument?
know we're
I'll
on
give you a
Kidmore.
demonstration.
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Sorry.
Drink mommy's milk.
Oh,
Was
All
that
right, yeah, I think
Mommy's
it's great.
milk.
Not
There
child
you go,
porn,
baby.
just Xena
That's
porn.
right, baby.
Hockey.
Drink mommy's
So sorry,
Holy fuck, I'm
was
so hard.
was that the defense's argument that it was educational, or was it actually proven in
Yeah.
court that it was educational?
No, I'm pretty sure the reason
know
why
you
she got
like
convicted
mommy's
is because
milk.
it wasn't seen as educational.
No,
It was
she
seen
wouldn't
as
be in
child porn.
prison if
Right.
if it
So,
was.
think it
so
was
that was
very
only the
sexual.
defense's argument. So it was probably
It was sexual.
clearly sexual content.
It was
Right.
sexual.
No, but
How
when
do
she
you
was-
sexualize
the
But
way-
how is it?
breastfeeding?
Yeah,
This- I
exactly.
just
Yeah,
showed you.
I
Bro,
I
like
think anyone
this.
that thinks that child porn sexualizes breastfeeding, and that's so weird. Are you a pedophile? Are you
Oh my
into,
god,
like-
my baby.
Wait,
bit my
Zena, can you pull it
nipple.
out so it's more
Oh my
realistic?
God.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right, baby. You drink mommy's milk. Drink all that milk. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
let's
my
put Xena in prison.
Yes,
Smile.
yes. Ice cream so good.
Okay, Mammal, what do you think? Mammal, what do you think? Like, is
Mammal, are
it
you
child
break
porn or
down?
not? Wow!
Okay. No,
okay, you better chill the fuck out. Hey,
Bro, at this point, you might as well, Xena. At this point, you might as well just pull him out. I'm gonna be honest with you here.
That's true.
Probably.
That's true.
Oh, I'll bust a nut just by the fucking-
Dude, I'm 15. You can't do that.
If
Chill.
she's
Please don't
15, I'm
cock block
15.
me.
You feel me? I'm kidding. Vegan, go ahead.
Chill. Calm it
Vegan,
down.
go ahead. I'm kidding.
Calm it way down, guys.
Yeah, so I think the fundamental
I
issue
think that was the example
is...
of how she sexualized breastfeeding, and that's probably what she was
I'm pretty
doing.
sure she didn't do that, Xena.
No, but she was dressing very promiscuous on
Dude,
a
I'm
lot of the
cool with
videos.
it.
You could see her dressing
Xena,
promiscuous.
would your boyfriend appreciate you showing your titties in front of 8 dudes right now? And like,
Yeah,
fucking
She
around?
has an
likes it.
OnlyFans.
He
They're
likes it.
chill.
That's a business. It's networking.
Wait, her
Yasuo.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
I don't think you know that guy. Trust me, he wouldn't care.
She's gonna show her
Vegan
tits for
Gains, go
networking
ahead.
purposes.
Yeah, so I think the
Vegan Gains.
fundamental...
Nobody interrupt as well.
I think the issue that the courts had was that it was clearly intended as sexual content. And even if the sexual subject in the video might have been the woman, she was using the children as an object to that end. Which obviously, if you're using children as a means to, make the sexual content, that I would consider that child porn, even if they're not necessarily the sexual subject.
Dude,
So
Xena's
I
right with
think
her
she
tits?
probably did deserve 10 years.
Okay,
Well, the
if a bison had a baby buffalo that was sucking its udder, is that child porn as well?
No, that's just what he jerks
That's
off
a genuine
to.
question. That's a genuine question.
No.
Like, should the bison be put in jail too? Okay, no. There's
Keep
a
her on.
difference.
Like,
Dude, if she just
is
plays with her
it
tits
funny to
every
turn
time
your
Vegan
brain
Gains
off?
talk, Vegan Gains would be so much more fun. Listen to him would be
Wait,
awesome.
Yasuo, he just called
What
you
happened?
retarded. He just
Did
called
he?
you retarded. Yeah.
Yasuo, you look like a midget with that giant cup, dude. You look like a little
Like, I
tiny
mean,
man.
if we're gonna
It's
keep
a
bring,
vegan
if we're
cup.
gonna
It's a vegan
keep
cup.
Oh, okay,
bringing
okay.
up veganism, I don't know why we even bothered changing the fucking topic. Like, nobody's even talking about the topic. Do you want
We're
to
just
just keep
making
arguing
jabs and
veganism?
jokes, Bubs.
Wait,
No.
is-
We're
Is
just
the reason you're balding because you're vegan?
I'm not balding. My hairline's being
okay, buddy.
like this.
Okay, buddy.
That shit
You
looks
can
like
look
a
at my
McDonald's
early
logo,
channel.
friend.
I just have a big forehead. My hairline's being the same.
Maybe it's the
Mom
roids.
just went vegan.
Da-da-da-da. I'm loving salad.
Okay, wait, hold on.
I want to see Katarina sexualize breastfeeding.
Dude, Katarina, please show us how you would sexualize breastfeeding.
I've been rubbing her dimples with my cursor. The other girl, I was rubbing her boobs with my cursor, but I've been rubbing Katarina's dimples.
Katarina, can I ask you a sensitive question?
You're
you.
too fucking horny, Xena.
Dude, I'm
Jesus fuck.
12.
Okay, I'm 12. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you juice those knockers up? I don't remember those cannons last time I saw you, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you remember when everything happened beforehand? I was like
Yeah.
18, 19, and now I'm 23.
Now you're a
And
woman.
sometimes
Oh, now you're too old. I thought you were 12.
This is what womanhood does? Oh,
Yeah,
damn, I want to
well-
be a woman.
yeah, you should be.
That's how
Here,
people
you want-
turn
I have a
trans. They
vagina,
see
you want
fat
mine?
tits, and you're like,
You
I
can
want
have
to play
it.
with those.
Don't you already have
Jesus
fat tits?
Christ. Me? I don't, not like that, dude. Those cannons are fucking built diff. Those are built diffy.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gone.
Don't talk about my
Okay.
kids, okay?
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
hold on. Let's
Uh,
switch. Let's
my
switch
hair's up
gears.
here.
Okay, let's switch gears, right? Okay, so yeah. So in the beginning, when we were starting the show, you said, "Hey, if any chick has OF, I want to collaborate with you offline, but I'll never date you. I'll just sleep with you." So
Yeah.
that leads me to my question, right? Should you or should your partner's sexual history matter? Like,
1,000,000%.
literally
Bro,
done
look at
this
Logan
question.
Paul. Of course, look at Logan Paul.
Rabbit.
That is not a wife. That is a whore. Straight up, I'm sorry.
Wait, Logan Paul is
Okay.
not a wife, he's a whore?
No,
His-
his woman.
he's saying his
Why would you
woman
say
is
that
wrong.
though? Hold on, yeah. So why would you say that?
Bro, she fucked half of Hollywood. She has 17 videos of her online saying how badly she wants fucking cock and dick. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a video of her taking BBC or fucking 2 cocks in her mouth at the same time. And my biggest reasoning behind it is I'm not gonna give my kids bad EV and bad odds on getting bullied in school. If my fucking wife is a porn star or has done porn online, do you know how much of a struggle it is gonna be for my fucking children? Nah, fuck that shit, bro. I'd
Wait.
rather fuck the whores and then marry a respectable woman.
Wait, but think about it. She's hot.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of hot women that aren't whores.
find a
I
hot
wouldn't
wife.
necessarily have a problem with a partner having a promiscuous past so long as they're faithful. So yeah, if they banged a lot of dudes but they were faithful while doing it and they can prove that they're going to be faithful to me, well then you also have the benefit of them being freaky for you. So I wouldn't really necessarily have a problem with a woman having a promiscuous past so long as like I can trust them, they're not going to cheat on me.
And
I think there's a few
Veganism-
parts to it.
And
Go
she
for
has
it.
to be
turn a
vegan.
hoe into a
Yeah,
housewife,
that too.
brother. It's facts.
I think there's a few parts to it. I think there's being promiscuous, and then there's showing your body online and getting fucked online and talking about how much you want cock online, as Nina Agdal has. You know,
I
there's-
think there's a
I
really
think that,
bad
like,
I'm
stigma.
trying to
also-
restrain myself. Just as a quick fact check, there is no videos of her fucking anyone. There's no
Yeah.
proof that she's fucked any of the girls.
You haven't seen it. You haven't
It's
seen it.
also like
There's a
That's
bunch of
just assuming.
videos.
Yeah, and I
there's a bunch
didn't
of
say she was
pictures-
taking. Okay, go for it.
There's a bunch
Sorry.
of pictures of her with a bunch of people. Doesn't mean she's fucked them all. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
no,
most
there's
Yeah.
stuff I've ever heard in my entire life. But okay, I'm done.
Dude,
Sorry.
I
I
just
didn't say there's pictures of videos of her getting fucked. I said there's videos of her saying how badly she wants cock, and there's pictures of her with her titties out.
Well, guess what? This is a
about
double
this.
standard. It's sexist. If a dude says, "Man, I want
True.
fucking pussy so bad," like, does that make him like a worse catch for women? Like, nobody cares. But when women do
guess
it,
like-
oh,
Probably,
fucking
yeah.
whore,
I guess
bitch,
what
slut.
comes into
Also,
play is
it's like-
because men and women are supposed to be different, and women typically can't necessarily do the whole having sex with so many people because it ruins their chances of pair bonding. I don't know, but I don't think I separate like promiscuity versus like I had an OnlyFans with my partner. I didn't fuck a whole bunch of guys, but because I've had OnlyFans or I was a stripper, I'm considered a whore. But I don't
Yeah.
sleep around with guys. Now there's women who don't have OnlyFans who are very conservative looking. I'm not going to name names. People I know that you would think are conservative based halal women, and they're whores. They fuck every dude they fucking meet, and it's disgusting. But I mean, it's
You
disgusting.
just
by
do
my
what you do best as a
perspective.
woman. You just lie
But-
about it, and then they also
Yeah,
never
and
know.
like so some girls they're just good at hiding it, and I just think like it's a little bit different between just like if you're having OnlyFans with your partner. Not that I can condone it or I suggest women should do it, but like if you do it, I don't think that should be held over your head like, oh, you shouldn't be a wife, oh, this that and the third. I'm so sick of hearing that. Like I've been in the red pill space, and like you had people trying to convince me, oh, delete your OnlyFans if you ever want a chance. As soon as I deleted it, they were just harassing me every day, sending the same videos right back to me, and it's like, what the fuck? I might as well keep making money. Like
Also,
you're simp.
Whatever body count number a woman says, add 10 and multiply by 3.
And
all
that's
I'm
a
saying.
stupid logic
Well-
as well.
That's
Like
stupid.
I think that I have an experience. I don't know because I don't really know like why girls would necessarily need to lie about that. I go ahead and I say mine. Mine is now 14. I don't give a fuck. I say it because this is it. Like I try to be as real as I can. We ain't adding no 10. I can barely stand people.
72.
I'm
Portos,
bitchy.
touch your
Yeah,
nails,
fuck
you
no.
fucking
Fuck
third
no.
world freak.
What? This?
What are
How
those?
Anyway.
You filthy
Nails.
fuck.
Oh, get
That's
the
what we
fuck
call
out of here.
nails.
How about
Point
you
is,
and your
it's
pussy
just-
tits? Buddy,
Toronto.
keep your
Just
tits,
be
you
as
fat
real as
fuck.
they
I have a
can.
question. Your tits.
Karantos
Karantos.
doesn't want to
Shit,
be
you
looked
fat
at like a
fucking
whore.
Torontos, are you in the
It means
middle
he doesn't
on
finger
stream
people.
too?
I just think it's just so
Yes.
small-minded to
It looks
just
like an
assume all
ISIS
women
meeting
are
with your
whores
ass
and
in the
add
middle,
10
too.
just because like that's just really
Incels say
sad
the shit.
thinking.
Okay,
Like
that-
Agreed.
it's really
Incels
sad
weren't
mindset.
getting
Like
laid
even
from
that,
that.
I
You should
opened
be
up
able
and
to
I
tell
said
the
mine,
difference
and he
between a
goes
joke and
72.
serious.
I know, but
The
I'm
fact that
saying
you
no.
took
But
so
what I
much
no
offense
no
is
no.
kinda sad.
I'm not
It's really a
offended. What
joke.
I'm saying is what you say though. That's how people actually think. I'm using your joke as an example.
Yeah,
This
sure.
is actually
Okay.
how people do think. I don't like. That's what I'm saying. Like people actually do believe this. Like I have people
Okay,
that
so why
DM
do you
me
guys
like,
believe that
oh, you have
OnlyFans
a
and showing your
30
body online is not bad for your children and not?
I do
you know,
think
should-
it can be
Well-
detrimental to your children, especially if you don't raise them with a strong backbone, and they could be weak if they're in
What?
public school. I don't agree with public schooling anyway,
Strong
so I
backbone
kind of
how?
just dodge that.
How could
But
you
if your
not
kids
be
are in school,
debuffed if you see
if
your
they're
wife
getting
getting
bullied,
railed?
like why are your kids
I
crying
think
because somebody's bullying them?
Well,
They
by
need
the
to be
way,
strong.
the fundamental
I don't know.
problem here isn't that your mother did OnlyFans. The fundamental problem is that society has this like negative view on women in particular when it comes to sex work. Nobody is going to go to like if Johnny Sins had a kid, nobody is going to go up to Johnny Sins son and be like, your dad fucked like 80 women, fucking loser. Like no, they're only going to do this with women. So that's the fundamental problem. It's sexist.
No, they would congratulate the guy because Johnny
yeah.
Sins is a hero,
Yeah.
and the women would get shit, and that's how it should be because it's a high value male versus a woman with no value.
Yeah, so
Can I say something as a
Women
vagina?
have
As one of the
sex-
only two
I don't know.
vaginas here, please?
You mean as one of the two people who shouldn't speak? Yes, but men.
Wes! Fuck your mom!
I'm
Fuck
sorry,
your mom!
Katarina. Go.
Okay, listen. I am a person who's never had an OnlyFans, never posted a nude online. I obviously got super vilified online, and I was sexualized super hard, even though I try not to sexualize myself, right? I have vaginismus, so it's really hard for me to have sex. I barely have had sex, right?
What's vaginismus?
Wait, what the fuck?
Vaginismus
It
is
hurts
like,
when you have sex.
yeah, kind
It
of.
hurts when you
Okay,
have
but
Yeah.
basically, my point is, okay, it's right here.
It's really
Wes pointed
tight.
out my tits, even
No, I
though I
didn't.
do. Sorry, they pointed themselves out. But even though I do try not to sexualize myself, and I get sexualized anyway, right? And why shouldn't women, if they want to, make money off that?
No, they should.
You can make money. You can do that.
Yeah,
I'm not
make
saying
all the
that
money you
should do
want,
OnlyFans.
but just
I'm saying
enjoy
for
being
me-
single for the rest of your life.
Okay,
And I
I
think
think there's going to
that's-
be guys
that's
that are going to marry
small-minded
you.
too.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be
Low-value
guys that
men.
are going to marry you, but I don't think that there should be a problem with me not wanting to marry a girl because she had a sexual history
Sure.
that I'm not proud of or
I
I want to be
agree with that.
attached to.
Can I say, like, I agree with that. I think that both parties should be validated. A man that doesn't want to marry somebody who has that past, it shouldn't be looked at as, oh, you're a misogynist because you're judging a woman from her past. But when you're promoting that no man should be with a woman because of her past, that's when it's a problem. But if that's your personal preference, you have every right to your personal preference. Just
You
like
should
a
just
woman
not
has every right to
marry
her
a woman
preference.
with an online sexual past.
That
because
doesn't matter. There are,
if
and
you
then,
wanna have
for
kids.
example, that's wrong. And then even
Well,
you,
you
for
grief your
example,
kids.
how do you determine what is value when you're not the active seeker of that male? You're not seeking male to provide a family for you. So you can't determine what actually is value except for social status as a man, because you're not seeking men to have children. Listen, Destiny gave me a lot to think about, y'all.
Yeah, and by the way, like if you're gonna say it's wrong to marry somebody with a sexual
Gravity was
past
here.
because they could get bullied, like your children could get bullied. I've seen kids get bullied because their parents were gay. I've seen kids get bullied because their parents
they're
were
poor.
poor,
Or they
and-
have glasses.
Yeah, and worked as like a garbage man. Like, should it be immoral for gay people to get married and have children? Should it be
don't think
immoral
it's- hold on.
to have children if you work a
It's not
certain
immoral.
job?
Being gay
Should it
isn't
be
a choice.
immoral to
Dating-
like have
marrying
children if you're
somebody that
poor?
has OnlyFans is a choice. There's a difference between a choice and not a choice.
Well, wait, you have a choice to have
Matter,
children
'cause, like,
if you're gay.
You can still get with a man, for
I
example.
never said
what,
that. I said
what-
you don't have a choice if you're gay or not.
when you
But
when,
you
when
have a
you break
choice to
down what
marry
is
somebody
value
with
for
an
you,
OnlyFans, if you're
right?
gay.
When,
Hold
when
on,
you
Gina,
decide
hold
what is
on,
value for you, okay.
Well,
on, Wes, what
like
the
again,
fuck
the
are you
problem.
doing? Hey, vegan,
Okay.
1 second. Go ahead, Wes.
I forgot.
You fucking idiot. Vegan. Wait,
forgot.
Zena, you were saying something.
Okay,
Zena,
so
you
they
were saying
kept bringing
something.
up the whole high value man thing again, or whatever. If we're gonna argue this high value
brought
thing,
that up?
what is high Wested? So what is
Oh.
high value? Because we've had this argument many times where people just say status, respected by their peers, rich, money, dominant, masculine. So is Epstein fucking high value? Was Ted
Yes,
Bundy
probably.
high value?
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
So wait, is it so it's okay to have Ted Bundy as a like? I mean,
Yes.
Ted Bundy's kid is okay though, because Ted Bundy
Yes.
does have a child, and his
Yes.
kid gets by just fine.
Yeah.
So back to my point. Let me continue. I think a woman should decide what it is she actively needs and needs to seek from a man that will validate and fulfill her. As I made the mistake of going very low and then going what people consider to be high value, and that was really unfulfilling and pathetic and worthless. Now, dealing with a guy that can provide, protect, treat you good, shower you with love, make you feel like you're the only girl in the world, how is that not high value to me? To me, that is high value because that's exactly what I need from a man. Is to
All
feel
right,
loved,
Wes.
is to be protected,
Okay.
is to be provided for.
What is yoni ball?
It is a giant difference when it comes to the kids of like porn stars and stuff than just being bullied. The psychological damage that a child has compared like just getting bullied versus
Damn, I'm cooking
seeing
so much,
your
I'm
mom
sweating,
getting
y'all.
fucked,
Can you
or knowing that
prove
your
that?
friends are watching your mother get fucked and you can't do anything about it is like where the next
Can you
era of school
prove
shooters
that?
are coming from.
Can you prove
Wait,
that?
it's called
I think
I'll
that
just
that's
throw an
such weak.
example. I'll just throw an
That's such
example.
weak-minded. That's weak though, because why? I would want kids that would, if somebody came up to them, mind you, if they were in public school, which I don't really agree with, but if somebody were to come up to my kids like, ha ha ha, I saw your mom's OnlyFans, I would want my kids to be like, nigga, and what? Like, are you dumb? Are you a simp? And move it
Okay.
the fuck along. Like, I just think that's so stupid.
Well, yeah, there's
Zena,
ways
can you
of
go-
raising
Zena,
your
can you go back
kids
to
to
playing
deal
with
with
your
that. But like, I mean, there's mass
Tasty,
shooters.
Joshua.
There's school shooters who are like severely
you bring your dick
bullied,
out, just
who are
go.
incels,
Yeah, bring
whose
your dick
parents
out.
are
Into OnlyFans.
whose
Oh,
parents
Joshua, bring your
are not porn stars. They're just average,
bring
everyday
mine
people.
out.
So
but it's-
where are all the school shooters where their parents
They're
were
coming.
porn stars?
They're
Like,
coming. They're coming.
Where are all the schools?
It's
where
in the
my
next 10 or
school
15
shooters
years, brother. They're coming. Trust me, they're coming in fucking droves. We're
the
gonna see
thing
school
is, we've
shootings.
yeah, it's a
already had
bullshit
these
claim.
issues.
They don't have any
Never seen-
But the
evidence
point
of
is,
that.
we've already
1
had
in
these
4
issues. It
children will
doesn't
be
matter
killed
what
in a
it
mass
is.
shooting in 15 years.
Dude, porn's
Oh my God.
existed forever. Like, where are all the school
Alhamdulillah.
shooters? Where are all the kids
not
committing
in-
suicide
Hold on,
because
hold on. This
their
is a
parents
dog
were
shit
porn
take.
stars?
Porn has
You
existed.
don't have
has
any
nothing to do with it.
evidence.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your little bitch ass up. Shut up,
Oh.
bitch. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
shit.
Okay, can I go?
Ooh.
So when you say porn has always existed, is a terrible terrible take because it's
Average
the
red pill rager right
Shut up,
here.
cunt, I will fucking kill you.
Average
It's the
red pill rager
availability
right
to
here.
pornography. The fact that a child can open Twitter and see your mom's tits versus getting a porn DVD, the accessibility to pornography is like it's within a fingertip for any
Again,
child. Anyone who has a
where
device.
are
I'm
all
not done.
the suicide? Like, where are all the suicides? Where are
I
all the
told you they're
bullying
coming,
victims?
bro.
There's none.
They're coming because it's a new thing. OnlyFans is like the last 5 years. How many fucking kids do you know what they go to fucking
There's
school
been
at 5,
online
bro?
porn for
It's
fucking ever,
new.
bro.
It's new. It's new.
We've
The
literally had
accessibility is so new.
Chatterbait. No, because
We've had
Chatterbait was a
Chatterbait.
big thing right before OnlyFans. We had Chatterbait. Stop. Chatterbait was not
Chatterbait,
small.
Live
Chatterbait was
Jasmine.
not small.
It was very
No, it
small.
wasn't. It was all over
Hundreds
Facebook.
of millions of users. Chatterbait had less than 100,000 active. It is
One
a
at a
factor
time.
of
You're
1%
comparing
of
fucking
its
Bing
size.
to Google.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Okay, sorry.
Listen, I'm not saying that you should do. There's something wrong with doing OnlyFans. I have friends that do OnlyFans.
I
Great
don't
for them.
recommend it, but if you're doing it, I don't think it's the end of the world that we need to tell women that they're
But I think
worthless
you
and
guys
don't
are-
deserve love and shouldn't get married. I think that is when it becomes very toxic and disgusting, and that shouldn't be a message you should be giving women.
Okay.
Now, should you advocate that women shouldn't do it and get into it because of the mental problems that comes with it? Yes, but if a girl's in it, you shouldn't be like, oh, you'll never get the man that you want. Stop assuming what a woman wants out of a man and trying to project what a woman should have out of a man, because that I went through that and it was not fulfilling and it was honestly
Okay, hold on,
worse than my mental.
Zena. Let me ask you this: do you think the average man is cool with their girl having had
The
an
average,
OF?
the average man doesn't even have a fucking girlfriend. He's single.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a whole thing.
And the average woman doesn't have
single person-
OnlyFans.
Dude,
Every
your
single
average
person
man
that's
would
making fun
love.
of- every single person that's making fun of Logan Paul's girlfriend would literally kill themselves if they have the
Oh, yeah.
opportunity.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
to get a whiff of this
Period.
woman's fucking farts.
That sounds
Absolutely.
like
I know I would, dude.
Absolutely.
Hold on, Destiny. Everyone would fuck her.
Dude,
no one with
it's-
a brain would marry her.
It's all a
Nobody
code
ever
for
saw her in
incels.
public.
They
I would
would.
get down on my knees.
Absolutely would.
Dude, the OnlyFans hating
Why the
and shit
fuck
is
would
just
you
a
marry
cope
her
for
if you're able to
incels.
sleep with her, you idiot? That doesn't make any sense.
True.
If they could sleep with her,
The
why
whole
would
point
they
of marrying a
fucking
woman
marry
is
her?
because you want to fuck her a lot
Some
anyway.
people actually like relationships and fall in love with people and want more than just like actually dumping a fucking load in
Yeah,
somebody.
well, maybe
You
they
virgin
shouldn't.
fuck.
Maybe they shouldn't
You know,
load a
yeah.
shot into my kid's head by being a whore on the internet and expecting me to have a child and then it's gonna have a normal life. I want my kid not to become a school shooter. I want my kid to be a normal person. So no, I'm not
buddy,
gonna
I
marry
think
her.
if your
influencer
children,
who's gonna have 50 million fucking video clips played to all of their fucking kids every single day of their life when they're in school.
My kids suck. I'm not having kids for that reason.
buddy,
Women
like,
are
How much money is going to save him from the whole
how
allegation?
are you
Can I say
even gonna
something? Can I
have
say something?
kids?
Can I say
What an
something? Can I say
allegation.
something?
Your
Wait,
mom
wait.
is a hoe? Who cares?
Yes.
Wait,
Your mom
wait.
just asked for BBC on fucking camera. How the
Wait.
fuck do you feel he came out of that fucking cave? That's
Hello?
what they're gonna say. The kid was gonna
Hello?
hang himself at 12. What the fuck?
Has this
Yeah,
ever
I would be
happened?
proud. My mom
There's
can take
a lot of
BBC.
porn stars.
Good
There's
for
a lot
her.
of porn stars.
Yes,
a lot
it
of porn
has
stars with
happened.
kids.
Yes,
Has
it
this-
has happened. Let me stop you.
Really?
Let me
Yeah,
stop
tell
you.
me
You're
who.
about to sound stupid. Right now, Google
gotta
it.
pee.
Like a kid had to be homeschooled because his mother was doing OF and his fucking classmates found out about it and they fucking bullied him to the point that he wanted to fucking kill himself.
Great,
So,
and
wait,
there's
oh, wait.
many other
1,000
cases of bullying.
One kid has gone to school, or one kid
Oh,
has
you asked for
homeschooled
one
because-
case, I gave you one
Okay,
case. I
yeah,
know you
that's
want
what I
for
thought.
more.
That's what I thought.
You're being
That's what I
stupid.
thought.
No,
So
you're being
just
stupid.
one
You asked for one
case.
I gave you
There's
one case.
many other cases of bullying that lead to suicide.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm not
like,
talking
that's what
about
I'm saying.
those. Why do you guys
Whoa,
think
anyhow.
more about
Increasing
it?
the odds.
End of the round.
Increasing the odds.
Canute has managed to win this round. Congratulations, Canute. Good for you.
Canute actually raised really good
Wait,
points.
who's Canute?
Augie.
Good for you, Canute.
Oh, he's Canute.
Canute, you're gonna have to vote. You need to choose if you want to kick off one of two people. You need to kick off either Wes, by the way, or
I was sleeping.
Yasuo.
Kick off Yasuo. He doesn't have an OnlyFans.
This is so bad.
Mario.
I'm trying to be kicked on purpose. Can I kick myself?
Yes,
I'm-
actually, fuck it. Yes.
Yeah,
Because
you
I'm-
can suicide, but if you want to, yeah, go for it. Yeah.
And I feel bad for not bringing anything to the show, so I will kick myself if that is
Alright.
okay. But I
Well,
will
why don't you go
rather-
ahead and shout yourself out?
No
so
problem,
sad.
dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout yourself out. Yeah.
If they know who I am, and I talk to you regularly, and it's fine. Follow Knut. Have a good night, everyone. Sorry for
night.
participating.
Good night,
Thank you
Canute.
for coming on, Canute. We appreciate you. Thank you.
I will join better another time if I ever get invited.
Aw.
Goodbye.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Canute.
Don't worry, you will. Take
Canute's a
care.
giga Chad.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Lord Steve, that's what you did, by the way. That's your voting system. I've told you on numerous occasions we need to probably mix it up a little bit because your fucking chat is retarded.
Somebody get
Canute
kicked?
that won the
Say,
entire show.
you
by
know
the
the
way.
exact same shit would happen on
Whoa!
Austin's show, right?
Yeah, nigga, but how about we fucking try to be a little different? How
There's
about
no
that?
way to do it. There was a whole running meme that Slicker would make it to the finals over and over again without literally contributing anything to the entire fucking show. This happened like 20 times on Austin's show.
I think that
me and you each get
I
a bar
just
that
hate.
works.
I
No,
just
we're not
really
gonna-
one of my main trigger points is the whole argument when they say the average male wouldn't marry a chick who has OnlyFans or this, that, and the third. And then when we do statistics and see that the average male is single and actively looking for even an average woman who's also not going for the average man, most women don't even have OnlyFans, so the average girl doesn't have OnlyFans, and why isn't he getting married?
They're
Why
single
isn't he-
because they don't want to be with a chick with OnlyFans, and they're waiting out for the baddies. But all the baddies are
But
doing
what I'm
OnlyFans.
saying is-
Only ugly bitches are
Okay,
single.
right, but so why aren't they getting with these average women if that's what's so wholesome?
Because
for
who
them?
wants an average bitch? You a top G. you
Okay,
want a
so
real
then
bitch.
they are gonna get with OnlyFans. Like that's a big contradiction. That doesn't make sense.
No. Because that's the issue. There used to be hot chicks that weren't whores for money. Now all the hot chicks realize, wow, I can be so fucking wealthy
Hey,
just
buddy,
by showing my holes a little bit.
You
Little bit of
showing
holes.
your face online is a lot more embarrassing than a girl showing her.
Are now showing their holes, and I don't want to impregnate, and most men don't want to impregnate somebody.
Bullshit,
bullshit.
bullshit. Bullshit, dude. The only women.
You fucking inbred fucks.
Kids
One
are
at a
gonna learn how
time.
to tie knots. Hold on, let me finish my one point. Kids are
mommy.
gonna learn how to tie knots in the Boy Scouts at age 7 and hang themselves immediately because Lena the Plug's on the fucking internet. No fucking
I don't
shot, dude.
think
All
they
these kids are
care.
gonna be
I don't
killing
think people
themselves
are
or
actually
killing
gonna care.
people. Well, you're actually wrong.
They
I
get
don't
bullied
think
about
your
other
opinion.
stuff. Like, yeah, but you don't actually have any basis besides
Yeah,
besides
I
your
do.
own
Logic.
perspective. But
Logic.
it's your own perspective. Logic. Niggas get bullied for either being slow in
Logic? You're
class. They get
illogical.
bullied for their social status in their family. They
Yeah.
get bullied for the clothes they wear, whether
but
they're
that's stuff
wearing
you don't have to deal with
new
every
clothes.
day.
You don't
No
have
matter
to
where
say
you
Yes,
go.
they do. Yes,
Yes,
they
they
do.
No matter
do.
where you go,
Niggas get
you can't
bullied-
get away from that. No matter
You
where
get
you
bullied
go,
no
you're
matter
grown.
where
Your
you
mom's
go
still getting
over
fucked for
whether
money.
you have glasses
no
or not.
matter what, dude, they're still jerking
What
off
are
to
you
your mom
talking
getting
about?
fucked.
People get
I knew
bullied
you
for
were
their
thinking
race.
that from the first
When you
time.
leave school, they stop bullying you. But you know what doesn't happen when you leave school? They keep jerking off to your mom's
Hey,
OnlyFans,
buddy,
and you have
if
to
you
sit there
if
with
you
gum to
ever
your ears.
manage to
Think
have
about it.
fucking children, they're gonna get bullied because you're fat, and I don't think that'll be a problem anyway. How the fuck is a dude who can't even see his own dick gonna get somebody pregnant?
Okay, there's a difference between your dad getting
Stick to
bullied
arguing
because
about
he's fat
veganism.
or-
You suck at roasting.
Yeah,
Bitch, roast some fucking asparagus,
You're saying you
clown.
wouldn't
You
fucking
look
have
like
children with a
League of
porn star?
Legends,
You would
grew a little bit
fucking
of hair,
eat her
started eating fucking
toes.
salad.
You would
Shut the
eat
fuck up,
Riley
bitch. I will
Reed's
crush
toes to
you.
be
I
with
will
her.
fucking
Fucking
eliminate
bullshit.
you.
What,
I will
dude?
eviscerate you off
Crack
the planet.
whores wouldn't want to fucking be with
Guys,
you.
relax, guys,
Bye.
relax. Stop, relax, guys, relax, please. Diss each other, but one at a time. Okay,
Dread pill
vegan
user.
gains, Mr. Hurst, go ahead. You're saying something.
Yeah, so this guy is talking about how he wouldn't want to fucking be with a woman who's showing her holes online. Dude, he would worship at the feet of somebody like Riley Reed or like any porn
Whore.
star. The only fucking girls
Fuck 'em,
that this guy
wouldn't
can
date 'em.
get are going to be morbidly obese. They're going to be fucking crack whores. They're going to be desperate
Go
single
harder.
moms. Like,
harder.
bro, you just showing your face online is more
Do you know how
of
many
an
of your relationships
embarrassment
have failed
than a
because she doesn't
beautiful
eat
woman
grass?
showing her
You
body
have to leave
online.
Women because she eats meat, and you're talking to me about relationship struggles. Get the fuck out of here, you clown fuck. Go put on your red nose and your multicolored face paint.
But he has a
When's
wife
the
and
last
he
time you've even
I
fucking
have
dipped
a
it in,
wife.
dude?
I'm married, you dumb fuck.
Oh,
And guess what
Yeah,
she
okay,
doesn't do?
okay.
She doesn't show her holes for money.
Yeah, because she couldn't make money off of it, buddy.
Because don't worry, you know why? Because this is the patriarchy.
Because she
motherfucker,
wouldn't
Daddy
fucking
takes care
make
of her.
money off of it.
Because
Your
she
wife
don't
would
need
never
her
make
cash,
money
because
off
I'm
of
out
it.
in these streets hustling.
No,
I'm
because
out
your
here
wife
putting
would
the war
never
paint
be
on
able
my
to make
face.
money
I'm
off
out
of
here
it.
slaughtering
She's
vegans
not
in the
doing it
motherfucking
because she'd
jungle.
never be able to make money.
Fuck that shit, nigga. Oh, my bad. By the way, vegan gains. Wait, 1 second. Vegan gains. To inform you a little about Wes, he does have a crippling stripper addiction. So,
Extra
your point
prediction.
might
We've moved past that.
It might be slightly.
I now
valid,
get jerked
but
off by Asian women for money.
I thought you loved the black ones. Okay, that's weird. Katerina, you were
Black
saying
women's
something.
don't
Go
do
ahead.
massage
Wes,
parlors.
I would bully your kids for believing in the
Katerina,
patriarchy.
I would show up to your front door and murder you if you bullied my kids. I would go to
Oh my
prison for
god,
life.
is that a threat or a
It is a
promise?
fucking threat. If you bully my kid, I will literally put a gun in your mouth.
Right,
Oh,
so again,
really?
with that same mentality, who gives a fuck about
What kind
bullies
of
then?
gun?
Because I would do the same. Like, I don't care about who's trying to bully my kids. My kids are fucking murder.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I'll
can't
murder
just
anybody.
We cannot classify all bullying as the fucking same. There's a difference between
not.
someone making fun of you for wearing fucking glasses, and there's another one for someone posting your mother's fucking tits on Tumblr and adding your whole entire.
How many suicides?
Massive fucking
How many
difference.
suicides have there been because of that?
Brother,
Because
OnlyFans came out like 2
Cool, so
3
none,
years
so
ago.
none. So you're just
10 more
fear-mongering
years
about
ago.
bullshit you have no data about.
Fear-mongering, another
Hey.
buzzword. Shut the fuck up, boy.
Un adolescente sufre bullying porque su mamá tiene
So
un
raise strong
OnlyFans. You understand
children.
that?
So raise
You
strong
just made that
children.
up. How the fuck does this
Espanol,
nigga know how to speak?
motherfucker.
Raise children that don't give a fuck about others' lame ass
Oh yeah,
opinions.
raise children that don't care.
Whoa.
Okay, what?
This
So what are they
argument
gonna
is
do?
like
Do you have
saying,
to suck your
women
kid's
deserve to
dick
be
to like associate them with your
R-worded
sexuality as your
because of
mother?
how they're dressed.
That's so fucking twisted. Your kid's gonna start jerking off to you. Your kid's gonna have an incest fetish if you normalize the fact that you get fucked for money online. That's a
sounds like a
horrible
hentai.
Fuck are
solution.
you
Nobody's
talking
saying
about?
to normalize it. No. Nobody's saying to normalize it. And I think I specifically said I don't condone it or advocate that women should start it. What I was saying is women who already have like been misled or whatever, or had to do it depending on their circumstance, whatever. I owed restitution. I did it. It was the best option for me.
Sure.
Boom. I don't think that it's right to basically demonize women and dehumanize them in the sense of, oh, you're just gonna have a shitty life. You don't deserve to find a man that's gonna take
You're
care of you. You don't
overdoing
deserve to have
that
children.
argument.
I feel bad
agree.
for your children
No,
if you have
one's
them,
right.
so that you
Yes.
You
scare
sound like the
women like.
vegan. You sound like the
Wait,
vegan guy.
so you scare women like me from having
don't have to
children
fear-monger.
because
No,
they're
no,
going to
listen.
be bullied
Wait,
into
hold on. I have a
becoming
solution
Let
for
Wes
you.
reply to you.
It's called DMCA. If you want, you can make efforts to whitewash your shit. Look at what Amaranth does. You can't jerk off the free picture of her tits anywhere because she has people wiping her shit off the internet. So if you
people
want to
save it
do
on
it,
their phone. I
okay,
did
at
that
least when
already.
you go to
Doesn't work.
at least once your kid is born, then whitewash yourself offline. You're right. Get all your fucking nudes off of that shit, and then sure, you can still do it. But if you're gonna actively pursue a career where sexuality is the premise, and you're gonna try to raise a kid at the same time, you need to know that you are putting your child at a huge fucking risk. Simple as that.
Let Katrina go.
Where's the data? You have
Okay.
no evidence. There's
So
not even a
where's
single
the
fucking
data?
suicide attributed. How many more suicides have been committed by kids who are getting bullied for more bullshit
Thank you,
fucking
Karan.
He's
reasons?
still talking. He's still talking. Look at his mouth.
Okay. So I just don't understand why you guys, if you don't want to date a girl who has an OnlyFans, that's okay. And that you are very entitled to that opinion and that whatever it's called. I can't think of it right now. The word. But or that boundary. But why do we have to like vilify and call these women whores and say no one's ever gonna date them? Like, why don't?
It's because he's
we're not-
insecure as fuck. He
Hold on,
can't
I'm
get
not-
with a
no,
hot
both
girl.
of you shut the fuck
He
up.
can't get with a
I'm
hot
really not
girl,
doing
so
that.
every girl
There's
who's
nothing wrong
actually
with dating
able to
with
make
women on
money
OnlyFans.
off their sexuality, he
You're
calls them
over-
whores.
you're over
He's
balancing
just
this
jealous.
Why
completely.
are we-
Listen,
why are we
my
calling them
only argument
whores?
is that because
Because he's jealous and he can't get any good
No,
fucking
I'm not.
pussy. That's
I don't
why.
think whore is a negative word. What's the definition of a whore? It's sex for money. Whore is
Yeah,
you're the one who attaches
bullshit,
negative meaning to it.
bullshit,
It's a whore is sex for money.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
A whore is a prostitute, and a prostitute is a person, in particular, a woman who engages in sexual activity for payment.
Boom.
Yeah,
Any
but it's
chick on
physical
OnlyFans is
sex
technically a whore.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
words like
Boom, bop,
prostitute, like whore, they have a negative connotation and you know it. If you
Just
wanted to
like-
actually use a
just
more
like
positive
That's the
word, you
point.
could just
I
say
don't
sex
care about
worker.
Positivity. Hey, weren't you the same
that's like
motherfucker?
saying-
Listen.
mentally
Let me
deficient instead of
fucking
retarded.
If there's no negativity around sex work, then why wouldn't you just
Hey,
say
don't call
sex
him Tiny.
workers?
Hey,
You're full of
vegan
shit.
pussy.
You're just
You were the
jealous of
same guy
women who are better
vegan
looking
pussy.
than your
You were the
chick.
same guy preaching that negativity is okay when it comes to veganism because you don't want any fucking pussies.
That
anyway.
has
Some of them
not
call women
anything to
whores,
do with
that
what I
you have a
said.
problem
Yeah,
with
blah,
it?
blah, blah,
Shut
blah,
the
blah.
fuck up.
Talking
And
fucking
wait,
beach
hold
ball.
on,
Go
I wanna
fuck
get
yourself.
point is-
Argument.
I will-
Vegan Gates,
I-
answer his
I'm a-
argument though.
Go ahead.
Answer
Show
what
me
he
your
said.
moral
He
continuity.
did point
I
out
just
some.
think no
he
one
did
should
point
have
out
No,
some
he
before
didn't.
marriage.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he
he
made
did.
the
I
claim.
wasn't winning.
He made the claim that he doesn't
Virgins
think
only.
words like whore or prostitute have a negative connotation when they clearly do. He's just lying. And I asked him why wouldn't he use a more neutral term like sex work if he didn't want to imply a negative connotation. So he's full of shit. He's trying to bring a negative
Show
light
me
to
the
sex
data.
work, and
Don't
he's
care. Show me the
trying to make women who do sex work look bad. And it's again, it's because he's
I love
a
sex
fucking
work. I
incel.
support sex
It's
work.
because
I'm not
he's
a fucking
fucking
incel.
insecure. It's because he's
No,
mad
you're making
that
all
he
this
can't
shit
get
up.
these
I
beautiful
don't dislike
women.
sex work. I support sex work. I think anyone who wants to, should pursue sex work. What I don't think is okay is that you
Oh
should
yeah,
harm
women
your
showing their
because you're sex
holes.
work.
Women showing their holes.
What's wrong
They're
with holes?
whores.
Holes don't
They're
matter.
showing their holes online. Yeah, fuck you,
Let's
dude. You're a
make
liar.
holes.
You're full of
Let's
shit.
call You're such a
Let's call a
clown.
spade, guys. It is digital prostitution. There's still a
Of course
separation
it
between
is.
a prostitute on the street that sleeps with random multiple men for money.
Well,
versus
it's not
sleeping with your
prostitution.
partner for money.
And I
It is
support
a
prostitution.
form of
I
It's
think
not
it
a
should be
form of
legalized and
prostitution.
regulated.
It is.
It is.
By
Wait, how is
definition,
it not
you would
a
have
form
to
of
have
prostitution?
sex with other partners. You're just
That's
like
a whore,
again,
not
it's
a
sex
prostitute.
work.
A
It's not
prostitute is someone who just
prostitution.
does sex
It's
work for
prostitution.
money. A whore is who
Prostitution
has
doesn't have
sex
to
No,
be
with
it's not.
multiple
penetrative.
men for money.
You don't have to penetrate.
No,
If you-
it's
if you go
committing
to a
sexual
hotel-
acts with someone
Yeah,
for
sexualized
money.
activity. If you go
It's
to a
not
hotel
with
room,
somebody. It's not with somebody.
Wait,
It's sexual
wait.
acts for money. If I
Yes.
go to a prostitute on the street and I give her money to finger herself so I can jerk off in the corner, that's fucking prostitution. Doesn't mean I have to do something with her. The
Well,
same
are you
way it's-
saying,
same thing
like, are you
online.
promoting the message that, let's say there is a girl who is a prostitute. I guess there are
Is that your
real
wife?
prostitutes in the streets. Does that mean
Yes, that's
she's
my wife. Give me a
also
kiss.
not allowed to find love when she decides?
Sorry,
Like,
sorry. I
is she-
zoned, can you
she's
say that
not
again?
human?
Say it again. I zoned out. I'm sorry. I was looking at Wes.
So I guess basically, like, say the whore down the street that's a prostitute or hooker or escort, she also does not deserve to find love because she's a fucking whore. She's
she
just
does
for recreation.
deserve love.
I never. Okay, my argument. I don't know about Wes's argument. I don't think he's said any of that. I think you guys are twisting his words, and I think it's complete bullshit. My argument was that I personally, along with many other men,
Yeah, he said don't
will
marry
not-
whores. He said
Hold on, Zena,
men
let him
should not-
finish.
Kids
Zena,
with whores.
Zena, let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Or that.
Go ahead.
Wait, who did we
I do
just
not-
lose?
Caterino.
Irina.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Basically,
Okay, go ahead.
TLDR, I'm not going to waste our time and go in circles. OnlyFans
Yeah.
equals no marriage, straight up. And honestly, maybe not even dating. Maybe I'd date you if you had an OnlyFans, but I'd gaslight you into thinking I'm going to marry you. I'm not going to fucking marry
my
you.
God.
I would just be doing it to fuck. That's my
I would still
argument.
marry someone on OnlyFans as long as they didn't want to have kids. My issue starts with the children.
Oh,
because once you
sure.
have children, your life is forfeit. I think that child is the most important thing in your life doesn't matter. So if your actions and your life can hurt that child's life, you're a fucking piece of
If
shit.
this
And
guy
that
had an
child- you should never have a
opportunity to
child.
marry
Wait,
Riley
you just
Reid, he'd
said-
jump at the opportunity.
No.
Oh yeah,
Bullshit.
Show me the data.
Show me the
Whores,
data.
OnlyFans strippers means no marriage. So you are advocating and promoting that message that whores, strippers, OnlyFans girls don't deserve marriage. You are
No,
advocating
no.
that. You literally
Strippers,
just said that.
strippers wouldn't apply because your kid, as long as they're not stripping when you're married to them, that doesn't
Okay,
apply.
so let me tell
Strippers
you a
are
little
cool.
bit something about strippers as a stripper. Like at Booby Trap on the River, there's gonna be videos of my ass shaking everywhere, and it's promoted
Okay.
on their website, so it's
Okay.
there. Like
then yeah,
it's
then
there.
you DMCA them. That's the only
Like,
option
it's
is
there,
you DMCA
so-
all of your sexual content to help make sure your child isn't getting fucking blasted.
Well, my kids, one, aren't gonna be weak ass pussies that hear someone be like, "Oh, I saw your mom's tits,"
Oh,
and go
come
kill
on.
themselves.
That's a terrible
Second,
argument.
my
Such an
kids are gonna be
argument. That's true.
homeschooled.
You don't
My
know
kids will
that's
have a
true.
tutor. I do because I'm gonna raise strong children with a strong father, and
Your
on
kids
top of
don't
that, I'm
always
gonna
come
have a
out the
tutor.
way you plan to raise them.
Bitch,
That's just not how
fuck
it
that.
works.
My mama wanted to
Your
raise
kids are gonna kill
strong women,
themselves 'cause
and she
you're
raised strong
abusive,
women.
bitch.
So stop.
That's what it
Not
sounds like.
abusive. What
Your
the
kids aren't gonna
fuck?
have to worry about your porn because they're gonna be so fucked up from you beating the shit out of them, trying to make them strong. Shut up.
Well, that would be the father's
Are they gonna get
job,
strong
but-
eating nothing but fucking McDonald's like you?
Actually, I would raise my kids on a.
Someone DMing
No, I'm
you.
talking
Just
to
Just kidding.
Beach Ball.
I don't
Someone-
eat McDonald's though.
No, I'm talking to
I
Beach
do
Ball.
sometimes.
Have a guy DMing you trying to give you like good zings and he's also mentally challenged? Like what the
I mean,
fuck
there's
are you
nothing
doing?
wrong with. I
Stop
have
talking
vegan
about
friends.
vegans.
I had vegan muffins before; they were pretty good, and
I
I
had a
eat
vegan
quinoa
nugget
salad.
once. It was dog shit. Terrible.
I ate a quinoa salad before.
Dude, vegan food can be really good. They have nailed meat. They just suck at cheese. That's the only thing. Vegan cheese is ass.
I heard lab-made meat's pulling up soon. Not
But,
really. It's
yeah,
lab-made.
no. What I was saying is
Lab-made.
like, why
Like,
not
don't they
get
already have that
a
shit?
trusting
No, I
tutor
think it's
to tutor
plant-based,
your
not
kids,
lab-made.
so you could homeschool your kids if that's the fear. Like, if you
Wait,
get in this
Zena.
field, if you're in
Okay,
this
so
field,
basically you're saying
it's
that if your
probably
wife has
wiser.
OnlyFans, you should homeschool your children?
it's probably wiser
much
to
what the
hire a
fucking
tutor
mother
that
did when her
schools your
son was
children
getting
at
bullied.
home.
You know what, Zena? I'm
versus
agreeing with
taking
you.
them to
That's a
public
great
school.
option. That's a great
I
option.
do think that's a better option. If this is
I'm
a
walking
fear
in
that
his
you
room.
have
How
to
about the kids
avoid
you
it,
want?
hire a tutor or do like some type of private schooling, which but you can still have the risk in private school.
Take him to therapy as
I don't
he
know.
grows up until he
There's
turns like
things you
18.
can do to
Help
prevent
him
it.
work through the fact that his mother shows her holes for money and like desensitize to him. And by the time he's an adult, it won't be so fucking twisted.
Let me
because,
ask you
know,
this.
he's not a growing up child.
Let me ask
And then
you this.
homeschool him in the meantime. That's a great idea. I support it.
Let me ask you this. Is a kid more likely to get viciously bullied because they're overweight or because their mother does OnlyFans?
Mother
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Mother
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
doesn't only-
Overweight.
Yeah.
Overweight. Overweight.
You're the only person who thinks that.
The two people that do OnlyFans.
Overweight.
The two people that do OnlyFans are trying to argue that being overweight is going to get you bullied more.
Oh yeah, it is.
does.
It is, and it does.
Yes, it does.
But, like,
Oh, nice. Another
because
retarded
OnlyFans
argument
is a
from
new
you.
thing.
it literally does.
We're talking about a new
It
beast,
does.
bro.
No,
it's like OnlyFans is the fentanyl of
And you
bullying.
can change something.
This
You
shit
can
just
change being
hit
overweight.
streets.
You can change being overweight.
There's
you can't change the
still
fact
not
that your mother has her
being-
titties online and people have pictures of it on their phone.
You
Yeah.
kids
Yeah, it's
can't
over, man.
fucking
Life's over.
I
change.
just don't get why that's so.
The expectation that
fucking
a
important. I would
kid
not
So
in an
bad.
obese
If
People were
household.
talking about my mom's boobs. I'm gonna say, okay, they're her fucking tits.
No,
This is
you
bullshit.
wouldn't.
You're
If
so
a kid
delusional.
talks
I
about
don't
my
care.
boobs, I'm killing
I don't
myself.
care. Oh, well, that's
You
you,
don't
not
care.
me.
By the way, it's
can't
not
talk
a
about what you were
personal
like-
insult
hold on,
either. They're
Zena,
talking about your
hold on,
mom,
Zena,
not you.
Zena, that's such a dumb take because you can't
do you mean
say
they're talking
what
about
you would
your
have been
mom,
like
not
as a
you?
10-year-old because you're 30-something now. You have no idea because you haven't encountered this scenario.
Mr. Mammal would probably get more offended if they talk about his dog than his fucking mom. What does he mean it's your mom, not you? What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's not a
there?
personal insult. If they're talking about your
It's
mom's
your mom.
OnlyFans,
It's
it's not
family,
you.
it's your
If
blood.
they're making
Bro,
fun of you
I
for being
genuinely-
fat, it's far more personal.
That's crazy. No,
I
it's
genuinely thought
way
you were
worse if
just
you fuck
like
with my mom.
fucking.
The only times I've ever gotten fights in schools when people talk to my mother. People are hyper protective of their family to the
Absolutely.
nth degree. No one gives a shit if you talk dog on them. It's like whatever. You got to be. I'm honest. Bullying is a good thing. You kind of be a bitch if you're gonna get mad about getting
Wait,
called
hold
fat
on.
or
Wes,
nerdy or
how
something.
old are you?
Internet went out,
27?
saved Angel Thumb.
Oh, never mind.
Hi.
Hey, Kate, welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
By the way, do you genuinely actually believe that somebody's gonna
Generally.
get bullied more for having a fat parent than their mother showing?
No, I
their
said if
fucking
the kids are
asshole,
fat.
disrespecting it.
I
So if
said
the
if
kids
the
are fat,
kids are
so you're
fat.
gonna get bullied more if you're fat.
Absolutely. It also
Compared to your mother
requires
doing
it
what?
also requires underage kids to even find out that your parent does OnlyFans.
Oh,
Oh,
come
that's
on.
hard.
How?
I don't know when you started
Yeah, that's
jerking off,
super
but I
hard.
was like 7, dude. Everyone starts
Okay,
porn
that's a
like
bit
once you hit
crazy.
like fucking school.
Well, they
I
have
don't know, I
to
think
find
way
the
more
person's
progressive.
parents.
As we said earlier, the accessibility is crazy.
It doesn't matter. They
Look
have to
at
find your
Pornhub as a
parents.
7-year-old.
I'm not saying
It's
young
so
kids
simple.
watch porn. They have to find that particular
Bro, do you know how
person.
advanced the internet isn't right now? It's not hard. It's only going to get more advanced the next 10, 20 years. When kids with fucking parents that do OnlyFans are going to be growing up and in fucking middle school, kindergarten, that's when it's going to fucking come out.
Only
And that's
one
why you're
kid
gonna
has
see
to
your
know about
fucking
it.
data. That's when your fucking data's going to come out and you'll be able to read it online.
Only one
But
kid has to know that your
again-
mom has an OnlyFans for the
Kids should
entire
be
school
on
to
the
know, bro.
Okay.
Until they're of a decent age, like 15, 16, even
But-
on the internet.
Also,
Like,
by
that's-
Hey, Selena,
then,
go ahead.
8-year-olds
by
are on TikTok
then-
right now.
All the
I
way
don't
out.
agree with
maybe
that.
Go
people
ahead.
will hate
Stop! I
women
said
less.
Camino. Fuck's sake.
Maybe people will hate women less to the point where they don't actually care that much if people have OnlyFans. You know?
No, this
I feel
kids
like
don't understand
realistically too, for
sexuality
like
that.
99% of people on OnlyFans, if you have a kid and you stop doing OnlyFans, in 6 or 7 years, nobody's gonna be able to find your mom's fucking OnlyFans.
Good. If you stop,
Yeah.
then you just take all your shit off. That's my solution. It's easy. Just
Take it off?
DMCA everything, and then you're good.
Or you could keep making good money and not care what the fuck society thinks of you and not be a weak
Fuck
bitch.
my kid. Let him kill himself.
Okay,
I need to get
can we-
that.
How many
bag.
kids have
Or
killed
you have
themselves?
children.
Show me the deaths.
Or-
There's none.
or-
This is
or-
pure
or-
speculation.
Do it.
Show me the data.
Do it. Do we have to still keep talking about the kids? Or can we talk about another argument? Because clearly we know what the fuck's going on with the kids. We know both sides.
them
For me,
kids.
it's not just one. It's not just the kids. For me, it's also my family. It's my friends. What the fuck are they gonna think of me if they could just go on Google? Go on
Oh,
OnlyFans
gee,
and see my
imagine if
wife's
they
titties
find out your wife is
Why
hot.
are
Oh,
you-
God, your life is over.
Oh, what the fuck?
wait,
Oh,
it's
that's
like-
Fucking terrible. I lose respect in my family. Clearly, you don't fucking care. You.
Oh, my mommy doesn't approve. My mommy doesn't approve of what I do. Please,
also, I
mommy,
think that
respect
also might be
me.
a more
You're a
Arabic
fucking
thing.
pussy.
What do you mean?
The
I'm a-
family-
My mommy
You
doesn't
family
respect
dog.
me
You
anymore.
literally fuck your dog. You
My
fucking
mommy
dog,
doesn't
loser.
respect me.
Yeah,
I
of
care
course
about what my
care.
mommy
You're
thinks of
respecting
me.
No fucking shit.
Yeah,
you
you're a
don't,
fucking
you
bitch,
retard.
dude.
I wanna
You're a
hear what
fucking
my queen
Every
bitch.
has
single
to say.
fucking person here cares about what their mother fucking thinks. It's their fucking mother.
Yeah,
You
my
fucking
mommy.
loser.
I'm a grown adult, but I care what my mommy thinks of me.
Also, he hasn't talked to his mom in 10
is that
years
an
because she eats
insult?
meat still.
No, my mom's vegan, dumbass. My mom
know your mother's a
vegan.
reason
My mom
too,
went
man.
vegan when I did.
Both retards.
Or
Your mom is as stupid as you is.
or
Well, she's not
before
overweight
you
as shit, so she at least
wait.
knows how to eat, you fat fuck.
So I
you
think the
got me
logical
on
and
that
smartest.
Caring about what your mother thinks of you, a bad thing. Like, how can you make that a bad thing? I think you ate too much fucking lettuce. You fucking.
No, I'm just saying, as an adult, you probably shouldn't care too much what your mommy thinks. I think people usually grow up a
Of course
bit.
I care.
I want to hear Xena what she's.
Yeah, I'm grown up and I still care about what my fucking parents think. They
Okay,
fucking
what is
raised me.
yours?
They instilled
I
values
agree.
in me.
Hold on.
If your mom
Yes,
had an
no,
OnlyFans,
wait.
Yeah, you're just a child. You're just a
Wait,
fucking man,
I'm muting,
baby.
I'm muting, guys. Stop. Xena, go ahead.
Okay, one, I care about what my mom thinks. So whoever said that, based, yes, it should be. You should always respect and care about your parents, but not to the point that that you make decisions that would ultimately be detrimental to your life and your happiness. Just be conscious about your parents, of course, but you know, there's like a healthy way to do it. But I wanted to say, like, as far as the OnlyFans thing is if you're doing OnlyFans before you have children, maybe you should make as much money as you can from the sex industry and maximize it and like turn it into something else, like whether you're buying property or investing it into a business, so by the time you decide to start your family, you can actively afford to do the DMCA and all of that to remove and wipe as much as you possibly can from the internet. Obviously it's harder for people that have a social media popularity, but yeah. And then when you start your family, obviously you have your business to fall back on and you don't have to be selling your ass online so that your kids would be bullied.
I didn't
listen
really
to a
get,
word you said,
yeah, neither
honestly.
did I.
Come
I
on,
was
guys.
lost about a second in, not because you're a woman, just because it was stupid.
Your mom.
I mean, why don't
right.
you encourage women to
This
actually
just
get an
sounds like
honest
projection.
job, by the way, Xena? Instead, no, hold on. Instead of like just selling their
I
bodies,
didn't encourage
maybe
them
sell
to get
spare parts or
OnlyFans.
some
I've
shit.
said various times. I said it's not something I advocate for, but if you're
Okay,
already
wait,
doing
hold on,
it,
hold on,
maximize and do it for the
hold
best.
on.
I've
You're in
never
a room-
said that they need to do it.
You're in a room full of
here
people that
goes this
do
nigga.
professional fucking gambling sponsorships, League of Legends players, YouTubers, and talking
Never
about
seen League.
politics, and you're like, why don't you tell a woman to get a fucking real job? You have the ability to make six figures a month. You have the ability to make 6 figures a month selling pictures of your fucking
Do
tits or
most
your
of
toes.
have
Why
girls
the
have
fuck
the
would you
ability
not
to
do
make
it?
6 figures a month? No, the fuck
No,
they
but
don't.
if you do, but if you have the chance to make a fuck ton of money, why the fuck wouldn't you?
Also,
Right.
If you have
Get a
a
real
chance, it's
job.
fucking up to luck. It's not up to luck. But guess what? When you fucking put your fucking naked body out there, trust me, it's not as easy as
Hey,
West makes it sound.
Carantos, maybe they should get a
Oh,
good job like
no,
DMing
no,
10 people to get on a
Carantos.
show for
But
10K a
Carantos.
month and saying that they work for Destiny. That's a fucking good job.
But Carantos, I said
Come on.
plenty of times during this subject, I keep saying it's not something I recommend women do. I actually am advocating
But you
against
defend it
because
and
of-
say fuck society.
I'm gonna
who cares?
defend the fact
That's
that
what
there
you do.
are women who do it and they shouldn't be fucking dehumanized and treated like shit just
I
because they
agree.
made this decision.
I
That's what I'm
agree.
saying. All right, I'm
No,
not
you
saying
don't
that
agree.
they need
You
to
don't
do it.
agree. Oh, they're whores. They're showing their holes.
You said
you
they're
don't
whores that
agree.
don't
Can I
deserve
say
to fucking be
something?
happy and get married.
Do humans
I'm not
have
telling
holes?
women to
Can
go do
humans
it.
not be whores?
This guy's just
Man,
a fucking
female,
liar.
doesn't matter.
He's
I'm
just
not
not
telling women
I'm
to
being
go do it.
continuous
Okay.
as fuck.
I
You
think
just don't like what I say, even though it makes sense. I'm hurting your little fucking broccoli-filled brain.
I just don't know. I don't know how people can possibly say that OnlyFans isn't honest work. Because I think the
is.
most honest you can get is looking into the eye of someone's fucking pussy. That's honest, okay?
The eye
She's
of the
laying it all
hobo-holder.
bare. That's
yeah,
honest.
true, Q. We can't even see your fucking
But
eyes.
even working a 9 to 5, like you're getting paid, I don't know, maybe Destiny can correct me on statistics, but aren't you getting paid less than 10% of what the company, it's like McDonald's, you're getting paid less than 10% of what the company actually makes.
McDonald's
you have to
is an
work
honest
long,
job.
You have to work
Burgers, don't
long
flip your ass.
hours. You can
There's
barely
nothing
make ends
dishonest
meet.
about
Minimum
sex
wage
work,
is very
Carantos.
low. Like, if people
Wait,
have an
really? Wait, you
opportunity to
actually
make
believe
more
that
money,
shit?
Whoa,
if people
actually,
have-
wait, hold up. Sorry to cut you off, but we just concluded voting for round 4. And the winner for this round was Vegan Gains. Did you win last round, or was it Wes?
No, it was somebody else.
Canute was passed on to some. Yeah, Canute. pretty
Yeah, I
sure,
think it was Canoe.
Okay, well, Vegan Gains, then you have the chance. Damn, Yasuo pulled ahead, but it was past the cutoff. Sorry, Yasuo. Vegan Gains, you now have to choose. Sorry. Between kicking off either Xena or Wes, by the way.
Wes.
Okay.
Oh,
Easy.
come the
Fucking
fuck on,
easy.
man.
Unlucky,
Come on,
dude.
dude. Destiny, what did
Unlucky.
what did I tell you about fucking
You're so
changing the
unlucky.
voting? What the fuck is this?
What did I change
I'm
the
sorry,
voting for?
go
What are you
ahead.
talking about?
Can we get a recount?
I didn't
Yeah,
change
we need a
voting.
recount.
Trump,
Honestly, yeah,
sit
this is
down.
some fucking George Bush shit. I'm just saying. Okay.
Good luck,
Go
Yasuo.
ahead.
Fight the good fight, baby.
I'll try, my friend. I'll try.
All right. Love you guys. West BGW on kick. Good luck.
Love you, babe.
Bye,
Love you
Wes.
too.
Take
Love
care.
you too.
Yo, what's up,
then
guys?
there
We're all
will-
friends here, right?
I miss him already.
You got an
We have an
outnumbered now,
odd man out
Yasuo.
here. Absolutely.
no
By the way,
help
timer's at 15, little Steve. 15, and change the fucking round, you lazy sack of fucking
I
shit.
did
It's
change the round.
five.
We're on round 5, and it is changed, you dumb fuck. Timer's at 25, because this is good
No,
ass
it's
content,
15.
and we're
15.
milking
No,
them.
no,
There
no.
we go.
Okay, then yeah, how about you lead it then, you fucking bitch? It's 15 when I said it's fucking 15. Holy shit. No.
Okay, give me the
15.
question. I'll read it.
Whoa, capital D colon. Sorry.
You're stressing me out. 15. Just put it to 15. Okay.
Why would we change it to 15? What would be the point? Why would we cut these?
Because we got
wonderful-
4 people. Why the fuck do we start at 25 because it's 8 and then we go down to 15 when it's 4? That's logical. You get where I'm coming from now. It makes sense, no? Lesser people, lesser time.
I got a question for you guys this round.
Oh,
Ready?
fuck me.
Alright,
Okay,
let's
go
go.
ahead.
Smile.
Do you think you
Axe
should
away.
heavily restrict the amount of video games your children play, for instance, to 1 hour a night or less? Or do you think you should allow your children to play as many games as they want in the hopes that one day they could be a pro gamer?
Restrict.
I think
Kill 'em.
restrictions are fine up to a certain age.
What age?
Maybe it's like 18.
Damn.
I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. I don't see a problem with letting a kid play video games for like 4 or 5 hours if it's a weekend, they've done all their homework. If you notice like addictive pathology in your kid, then obviously, yeah, you should restrict. But if they're able to like, use their time sensibly, they get their homework done, they do their chores or whatever. Like, if they have extra time, I don't know why they can't spend that extra time on their favorite leisure activity.
Maybe the first good take the dog fucker had all day.
I have to agree, even biasly, because as a kid, like once I was done
Besides
with all
fucking
my
dogs,
schoolwork, I would binge play video games. Like,
Me too.
like I would play for hours. And I'm sorry, 1 hour of video games is like literally 1 minute. Like if you're
it's
playing
like
a
not
strategic
60 minutes.
no, if you're playing a
do the same,
strategic
except I
game
wouldn't
like
do my homework.
Assassin's Creed or something like that, if you're playing like Resident Evil, Assassin's Creed, and you're on a fucking side quest or a mission, typically those side quests or missions is 30 minutes. It starts about 30 minutes alone. You're looking for the clues. You're fighting enemy. Like
And
I
there's
don't know. I
cutscenes
just
and stuff,
you
like,
definitely
yeah.
yes, and you have the storyline to watch. Like you need more than an hour to play a video game. I'm not
am I
one of
gonna
those
get
that
the
think,
challenger?
video games are
Only an
lame.
hour.
Oh, anime's lame. I think that's like so close-minded.
I think it's
like,
disrespectful.
but I
to
think
your
what Wes
kid,
said is
too.
good. Like, yeah, like if they get their shit done, their chores done, whatever, like reward them. Let them play video games. Obviously, don't let them just sit there and zombie out. Like they need to eat, they need to shower, they need to do their schoolwork and everything else that they need to do. But yeah. And then it depends on the type of game they're playing, like at their age. If it's a gory, gruesome game and they're 8 years old, they shouldn't be playing games like Godfather and stuff where it shows blood, you know?
I disagree.
Or pornographic scenes like Omen. I don't think a 7-year-old should be playing Omen, where you could literally walk in on the parents fucking.
I don't
I
think it
also
really
just-
matters. I saw like the Death Wish movies when I was like 7 or 8, and RoboCop.
Yeah, that's
and shit.
us.
Look
Like
how you
that's the
turned out.
exception, but that's
I
like the
watched Family Guy,
exception.
and now I
Most
think
children, I
it's
just
funny.
don't think that it's like I watched Family Guy as a kid too, but that's what I'm saying. I think most people shouldn't. Most kids probably don't have that capability to be watching like porn in a video game and not get desensitized and fucked up from it. If you get desensitized, look, you're gonna end up being grown like sexual liberation. Who gives a
Whoa,
fuck,
whoa.
right?
Hold on, Zena. You're making the argument that politicians make when they say, GTA is like fucking violent and kids shouldn't play it because it leads to like school shootings and shit.
Yeah,
Don't
what's
you-
the
like,
particular
there isn't
issue with
a-
violence?
Wait,
Yeah,
so
what
No, I
is
didn't.
it?
No. I said watching them see graphic. Like if they're 7 years old, they shouldn't be witnessing graphic
Yeah,
sexual
why, though?
content.
You know
The
what?
violence-
Oh,
I don't
so
think-
violence is
Zena,
okay?
Hey, dog fucker. Zena's actually right. Seeing people in a video game fuck each other is really bad, but seeing your mother's titty on a Twitter post adding your entire classroom is actually really normal. and
I
that's
don't
good.
think 7-year-olds are seeing that. What 7-year-olds
You
are
don't
on
know-
Twitter
You
seeing?
clearly don't have a
Like,
7-year-old on TikTok.
how are
right now.
7-year-olds having? Well, I don't think 7-year-olds should be on the internet or have phones and cell phones. I think that's a bit crazy, but yeah, whatever. I
So,
guess.
like, you're fine with
I don't know.
graphic violence, like blowing somebody's head off in a video game?
I just think like explicit sexual content, like you're watching.
So it's
porn
only
at 7 at
sex,
that
not
point.
like violence necessarily. So they could play
Yeah,
Mortal
I don't know
Kombat.
if like I think you could disassociate and tell them like, look, this is okay in this game, whatever. But like, do you want them to sit there and watch them having sex though? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I
Sure,
think
maybe.
if you're 7 years old, like.
Sure. So, like, there are very few games that have like actual sex scenes. It's like implied nudity.
Yeah, but
It's
do you,
like-
yeah, well, that's different. Implied, like I'm sorry, like, but like
So it's
super
like,
gory blood ripping
softcore.
apart the body and seeing guts come out in blood. Like, should a 7-year-old be seeing that too?
Well,
I don't
wait,
think so.
wait. So you have a problem with violent content as well?
at a certain age, like in your early developments, like at 7, I don't think like. you
Yeah,
should
I
be
don't see why
seeing
that's
that
an
much.
issue. Like, unless your kid has like
Oh.
nightmares or something.
Probably, I think most children are afraid of scary movies at age 7.
Oh yeah, I
Your
agree.
But
Yeah.
your kids are gonna be tough as
Nah,
fuck. Like,
me.
they're not gonna be afraid of movies. You're gonna raise them
Well-
right, just like your mother raised you. They're
I
not gonna be
was
scared of
watching.
movies.
I was watching Saw at 7. Most kids
Oh
weren't.
fuck that
so.
shit! I saw that shit.
Human
I couldn't sleep for
Centipede
3 years.
Yeah, but see, I never had like a scary boogeyman that I was
Mm.
afraid of. I have a sister that was like afraid of like one of the boogeymans. I think what was it or whatever. I think it was probably the only thing we were ever scared of. And, like,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
I'm
I don't like
frightened her to
clowns.
fly.
I don't like clowns, bro. But yeah, other than that, like I liked scary movies. That's all I watch to this day is scary movies. So, but I've been desensitized.
I don't know. I think back to our topic though. I think that like when it has to do with video games and you know, shortening time, I guess. I think that you should try to raise your kids as best as you can to be balanced. And I watched a Dr. K video recently where he basically talks about people who are addicted to video games have a problem where they get bad at really at problem solving because you are always have a task that's given to you and then now you don't know how to think in a broader spectrum. And I actually think that's a really good point that I don't know, too much of anything is too much, right? And I say this as a gamer since birth. It's
I
like a
wouldn't.
woman.
Yeah, I wouldn't take anything Dr. K has to say seriously. The guy is
Okay,
a fraud.
vegan dog, fuck
He
off.
was promoting like literally medieval medicine at one point, and
What, the Indian shit?
Yeah,
Respectfully.
basically.
The Indian stuff?
I think he backed away from that because he got a lot of criticism for it, but he clearly has an issue when it comes to critical thinking and disseminating like what treatments are good or bad.
So the licensed therapist has worse critical thinking than the dog fucker.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
listen,
when
I'm
he's
gonna be honest,
promoting
Destiny,
medieval
Destiny,
therapies, there's
Hold on,
clearly
let him
better
talk.
therapists.
This topic fucking sucks. Okay, back to the topic about your fucking vegan dogs. I still can't believe that. First time I ever heard of vegan dogs. Number two.
Well, I have a vegan
listen,
cat
if your
too.
dogs are okay, if the vegan cat and the vegan dogs should be equal to humans and should have the same rights and shouldn't be eaten or killed, shouldn't they have a say in what they're eating? Do you put a fucking
No.
bowl of meat and then a bowl of the dog
No,
shit vegan
no,
food
they
next to
shouldn't
them
have.
and
They
decide?
should not have a choice to commit murder.
How's it murder? How's it murder if the food's already there?
Okay,
It's not
so
murder,
if I were to cut you up into little pieces and I sold the meat
No,
to
but
people,
you're cutting me up. You're cutting me up. You're cutting me up. The guy buying the meat isn't killing me.
yeah, you're
He's fucking
paying
buying
for
meat.
it. Do you
Yeah, that's
understand
not-
supply and demand? If you pay for something,
No, I don't. Please explain supply and demand to me.
yeah, okay.
Matter of
So
fact, have your dog
when,
explain it.
yeah,
Have your dog, let him
so
explain it. He's equal to
yeah,
you.
so when your mother shows her holes online and
She would
people
never do
pay
that. She's not
for
a whore
it,
like you.
she
You do OnlyFans. My mother would
she'll
never.
show
She's
more of
respectable.
her holes and maybe show her holes
Never.
from different angles, and then because
Maybe your
people are
vegan mother
paying
did, my
her,
mother would not.
the
She's not a
supply of holes will increase.
No, I didn't understand. Can you explain it again?
No, I think you're just retarded. So what's the point of explaining anything to you?
Nah, I'm the retard, not the guy with the vegan dogs. Congrats, man. You called a licensed therapist stupid. You said he's incapable of critical
I
thinking.
wouldn't take him seriously because I have doubts on his expertise.
but
Again,
would
he
you
was
take
promoting
you?
medieval
Where are you
medicine.
from? Are you from
You think
Canada or the
you-
Midwest?
Do you think there are people who are
Oh.
bad at their job? Do you think there are bad doctors? Do you
Of
think there are
course,
doctors
of
that are
course.
better than? Yeah. So what I've seen
Yes,
from Dr.
the
K
doctors.
promoting literal medieval medicine, I don't trust him. So I would not recommend him as a therapist when it comes to like any kind of sensitive topic.
Can we get another topic, Destiny? I'm not gonna lie, that video game shit kind of sucked.
Well, listen, I didn't make the questions up. Q did, and now he's holding.
Whoa,
the
don't
show
do that,
hostage.
because they're fucking inbred, retarded, ape fucking fan base will believe you. This is
My
the only
kids-
question that you came up with that it was dog shit. Don't play
It was on
fucking
the
stupid
spot. What do you
games.
want me to say, motherfucker?
Garbage
think-
question, you fucking idiot. How about you make it 15 minutes next time and you listen to
By
the
the way-
brains behind the operation?
Okay,
You fucking
sorry, I
idiot.
need to turn the timer down to 15 minutes because Q's tired. Okay, because
No,
right?
it's
My
at
bad.
14
Okay, I got
minutes
it.
now.
15
Okay,
minutes.
you're fucking-
Next
wallahi,
one, I'll
you're
have it for
fucking-
15 minutes.
Look,
Okay,
if
next
my
one,
kids
next one will
wanna
be 15
play
minutes.
No,
Don't
Dungeons
worry.
next one is 10 minutes because it's double elimination this round and the final's gonna be the next one, you fucking idiot.
If my kids want to
Give me
play
your address,
Dungeons
I'll
and
pull up on you.
Dragons for
Okay.
5 hours, they
Okay,
certainly
no.
can.
I
Q
think you
over
should
here.
just let children
He watched-
debate on this show.
He
I
watched
feel like
Saw
that'd
when
be
he was
kind of
7 and it
content.
didn't affect him because the ISIS training
I
videos
still-
when he was 6 were
stop.
way worse.
Stop. I still sleep with the lights on. True story. Okay, guys. Vegan games.
Let your
I
kids
have a
play
question.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice, based. I got a question for you, Vegan Gates. Why do you think that the good doctor, Dr. K, is wrong when he comes? Because when he pushes like the Indian stuff, he just says meditate. Is that so crazy?
It's
right?
more than that. If you dig into it, it's literally medieval medicine. Like he's talking about humors, like avoiding onions. It's weird shit. It's literally ancient medicine, and it had like the big issue is it has no medical efficacy. So it might work, it might not, but there's never been any tests or experimentation or randomized trials. So he has no basis to use it as a form of treatment. And again, he's walked away from it. So it looks like he's had some sort of eye-opening experience where he recognized it was a problem. And again, somebody under his care committed suicide while he was promoting some of this shit. So that might have been part of it. He's also fucking had some stupid takes like on deepfake porn. His take on deepfake porn was retarded.
Yo, also,
Wait,
that point was fucking stupid as shit. You cannot bring up someone committing suicide under someone's care and blame it on Dr. K?
I'm not blaming it on him. Did you, like, not listen to anything I said?
Then why did you bring that up? Why did you bring that up?
Because it happened
How is it
while he
relevant?
was helping this guy, and he was promoting a form of medicine that has no efficacy.
Dude, how is this fucking relevant? This shit happens all the time that people commit suicide.
Right,
Even
and he was
no one can
promoting
help. Sometimes
medicine that
shit
has
just gets
not even
bad.
medicine. He was promoting something that has no efficacy while trying to treat somebody who had suicidal depression. You don't think that's an issue?
Dude, it wasn't even like they just did like
If
a couple
someone-
interviews.
if
He
someone-
wasn't even like his psychiatrist.
If
Why are
someone
you?
if
I don't
someone is a
think-
medical doctor and they are treating a patient with suicidal depression, do you think they should use treatment methods that have no efficacy? Yes or no?
Hold on 1 second. Well, can you repeat the question? I didn't listen.
If someone is a medical doctor, Dr. K is a psychiatrist, right? Not a psychologist?
He is. I just found out.
Okay. So if he's a medical doctor and he's treating somebody who has suicidal depression, you could argue about what treatment is because he did do a few videos with this person. And he was promoting a treatment that has no efficacy. Do you not see that as an ethical problem?
Well, what I think is that I do
Well, it's a
think
yes or no
that it's
question.
a problem if. Okay, so fuck your mom. But also, can I eat your cat in the background? But also, I think that he was not. I think it is unethical if that is your psychiatrist. He is not his psychiatrist.
Well, he's giving medical
they did
advice.
not. Okay. He can't prescribe him anything.
He's
He
giving
can't do
medical
anything.
advice. So he calls himself Dr. K. He is in
What
fact a
advice
medical
did he give
doctor.
him?
Wait, do you think Dr. Disrespect is an actual doctor then? Listen. the
No,
problem with
he's
what
a
you're doing right
licensed
now-
doctor.
No, Vegan
Zena
Games. The problem with
disrespect
what you're
me?
doing right now is that you're saying that in a professional setting, right? Because Dr. K separates between when he's
Well, it doesn't
providing,
even
like,
necessarily
personal
have to be a
advice
professional
and professional
setting.
advice.
Well, wait.
Zena, you're threats.
So if let's say
Dude,
let's
yes.
say I was a let's
No
say
side conversation.
wait.
guys.
Let's say I was a medical doctor and I had a YouTube channel where I just talk about medical things. One of my viewers had cancer, and I was giving him advice on how to treat his cancer, and I said, don't do chemotherapy or anything. Do juice fasting. Do you think
But
that
is that
is
what
not
he
an
did?
ethical issue?
But is that what he did?
What
Let's be
is-
That is
But
essentially what he did. He
No,
he
I
was
don't want
talking to
essentially.
a
What did
guy.
he do?
He was talking to a guy who respected him as a professional, as a doctor, and rather than giving conventional medical advice, he told him about this like bullshit medieval medicine that has no proven efficacy. You don't see an ethical issue with that?
Katerina, he's asking you.
Oh, here's my issue. You are not. I clearly don't know what you're talking about, and you're not telling me what you're talking about. What is this? What is this advice that he didn't? That isn't medically fucking efficacious. Sorry, I don't speak English, so I don't know how to pronounce words.
What was it had a certain word, Dr. K Indian.
Are you talking about Ayurveda? Are you talking
Yeah,
about
Ayurveda.
medicine?
Ayurveda.
Ayurveda.
I got you guys.
Yeah, so it has no proven efficacy. And he was promoting Ayurveda to a guy who had suicidal depression, who was, again, intentionally seeking him out because he respected him as a medical professional. You don't see that as an ethical issue?
Well, I think that it could be, but I also think that when it comes to things like, I think when it comes to things like therapy, psychology, psychiatry, everyone is so, it's all.
There's no efficacy, even if you're going to talk about individualized care. There's no efficacy.
Again, Mr. Horse, let her talk, please. And Xena, stop this shit, because I can't stand up. Okay, I'm being weighed down right now. Stop doing whatever you're doing. Stop. Keep going, Katerina.
When it comes to psychology and shit, a lot of it is actually theory and not based on anything concrete, except for what we can tell. And yes,
so that's not true. There are treatments that have proven efficacy.
A lot of it is. Okay, but can you listen? Every single brain is different, and some things will work for some people and not others. He was giving a suggestion.
You're not listening.
And that's okay.
You're not listening. The treatment Ayurveda has no proven efficacy. Why wouldn't he not suggest another form of treatment that has proven efficacy? Like, that's just retarded. Even if you're talking about individualized care, why wouldn't he use some other form of individualized care that has proven efficacy rather than some, like, dumb shit medieval form of medicine that is just ancient, nobody believes in, and again, he's walked away from it. He's no longer really promoting Ayurveda anymore. So even he recognizes that's not an efficacious form of therapy.
He can't prescribe anything.
What are you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I just think it's really insensitive to bring
this
up.
This isn't about whether or not he's prescribing anything. He was recommending a form of treatment that has no efficacy.
Okay, hold on. Vegan Gains, Katerina. Let's just say this real quick. Dr. K, you're invited on the Kick or Keep if you want to defend your honor. Come through. Yeah, so you had a question for Xena?
Yeah, I'm not. She's making me sweat here. Xena, I had a question for you. I'm tired of this talk up there. If you were single, would you fuck me?
Come on. The fuck is this?
Let me see your face. Let me see this.
How tall are you? To the camera, Mr. Yasuo.
5'11".
Yeah, I'd fuck you.
Okay, just want to know. Yeah, dog fucker can keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just don't. It is extremely sensitive to bring that up. Someone's suicide and talk shit about Dr. K. That's just extremely insensitive.
Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, like, I'm not.
Wait, let me ask you something.
That doesn't matter.
Are you Muslim?
Me?
I believe in the value. I gamble for a living. I'm not religious, but I believe in the values.
Oh, so you got money too? Yeah, fuck you.
What is that statement?
I don't care if you think it's.
Don't make me get into it.
My statement, Destiny, or what?
Your statement is fucking retarded.
How's my statement retarded?
I gamble, which I'm pretty sure is like one of the most haram things in the world.
That's what he was saying. Is he was like, he understands
I respect the values, but at the end of the day, I want to do what I want to do. That's why I don't classify myself as a Muslim and pray.
What do you think respect values means?
Age.
Well, I respect values of Christianity, Muslim, Judaism, Hinduism.
I think
Buddhism.
gambling's fucking bad.
I'm not any of that.
I'm a hypocrite and I do it. That doesn't mean that I don't respect the fucking values.
I can't be Muslim because I like to jiggle my titties.
I feel like respect implies like some level of adherence or something, but I don't know. All right.
Yeah, for the most part, but not to every single level, which is why I don't classify myself as a Muslim, and I don't. You know. What are we doing here?
Okay, Xena, stop. What the fuck happened? This is like relapse into fucking. I'm not gonna continue that sentence.
Blame Darius.
I guess what Destiny was saying was, you know, you don't practice, so how could you respect it, pretty much? But okay, Katerina, I think your point was well received. I assume by Mr. Horse over here, Vegan Games. What she's trying to say is, you can't bring up somebody's suicide to discredit somebody. Okay,
I'm not bringing up somebody's suicide to discredit somebody.
You blamed
no, I didn't.
Suicide on Dr.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Why would you?
No, I didn't.
It didn't have anything to do with anything.
I brought up his suicide because I brought up his suicide. Oh my god. I brought up his suicide because again, he's treating a patient that is in danger, and rather than recommending some sort of treatment that actually has efficacy, he brings up fucking Ayurveda, which is bullshit. You don't see that as an issue? Like, again, if Dr. K was practicing some other form of medicine, like say he was a general surgeon, and one of his fans came on a stream and asked him about his cancer, like he's dying of cancer, how should I treat it? And Dr. K said, Yeah, juice fasting. Juice fasting's
I have
great,
Tourette's.
and didn't promote something like
Oh, sauce in the club,
chemotherapy.
maybe.
Do you not see an ethical issue with that?
I do, but I think that honestly, every doctor is.
Oh wait, Dr.
entitled
K is
to-
just really cool, so he can just get away with anything. No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be criticized because he's cool. He promotes gaming. He's big on Twitch.
You love the sound of your voice, bro. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's why you just keep talking about how that's sensitive.
Ooh.
Your mom.
Right. The only thing you can say is that's sensitive to talk about somebody's suicide rather than making an argument. Again, it's clear there's an ethical issue with how Dr. K.
Okay, no, hold on. Vegan
acts on
Games. To be fair,
YouTube.
you did
There's
say
an
that he walked
ethical
away
issue
from
with
those
being
points
vegan.
anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like no, he
And-
Poisoned
he
your
doesn't.
brain.
He doesn't.
I have
message
some
anymore,
respect
so why
for
are
him
you
for
fucking
doing
shitting on
that.
him for it?
I have some respect for him for doing that, but clearly I think he has a lack of reasoning skills, and I wouldn't trust him as a psychiatrist or a therapist. Like, that's my point. If he's going to believe in something like Ayurveda as a medical doctor, that is just worrying.
I mean,
All
can't
this
you have
medical
personal
talk.
beliefs? As long as he doesn't mix it with his profession, it should be.
Well,
good.
he did.
My
Yeah.
IQ cannot withstand this fucking.
Like again, he promoted
Also-
Ayurveda. There were Ayurveda programs on his website, so he did mix it with his profession. And he admitted he treated
Wait.
patients with Ayurveda. Like, he admitted this publicly. Like, that is worrying that a medical doctor is using treatments that have no proven efficacy.
But are they the only treatment that he's using? That's the question. Right?
Well, no, but
'Cause
again,
I'm sure he couples it with some.
so no,
Go ahead.
he doesn't, but he heavily promoted it at one point. He was heavily promoting it.
he-
It was on his website.
So did he promote it over modern medication? Did he?
Yes,
I actually don't know.
oftentimes, yes,
He did.
actually he did. He outright stated every single patient of his who's used Ayurveda has like 100% success rate. He's made statements
Right.
like that. So
Hold
he
on.
did.
Well, I
Just
think
a
it
quick
is
fact check.
really-
Wait. Just a quick fact check. Because I'm the only one here who's actually friends with Reckful and no Dr. K, okay? You fucking soy virtue fucks, okay?
That's not true on either of those points.
Okay, so I don't believe he ever promoted Ayurvedic over actual
He did.
medication. I'm
He
pretty
did.
sure he would all.
I
That's great if you
after
put whatever you said,
stream,
but I'm pretty- hold on,
after
hold on.
stream
I'm
I
pretty
can send
sure-
you a clip. Okay.
That's great. You can do that. I'm pretty sure what I heard him say multiple times was you don't have to replace your normal therapy or your normal medication with Ayurvedic stuff. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
He
and-
might have
and
said
it's
that,
okay
but he
to
said
suggest
Ayurveda is more
something.
effective. He might have said
Well-
that, but he also said Ayurveda is more effective.
I think that it's okay to try new things, and also
Not if
I
there's
think
no
it just needs
efficacy.
to be said. Hey, I just think it needs to be said that Reckful was never his patient. The people that go on his stream are not his patients, and
You're not
he
listening.
is not getting
We know
paid.
that. You're just not listening.
I just
Speaking about liking the sound of your own voice.
Okay, hey, you're Canadian.
So again, if a general surgeon had a fan
General
base on
surgeon?
YouTube and one of his fans asked, "Hey, I have cancer. How should I treat my
vegan
cancer?"
boy.
It's not a patient.
Can
Do
you
you think a medical
recommend?
doctor?
Can you recommend the
Do you
best
think a medical
vegan
doctor?
lubricant?
Do you think a medical doctor should be promoting treatments that have no efficacy, even when it's with non-patients, like on their YouTube channel?
I honestly, this is not fair. My IQ's not high enough.
Okay,
This is
cool.
a-
Then
I'm
don't
a
talk
woman.
about.
I have
Then
a
don't talk
vagina.
about this topic. Okay. Then I don't know why you're arguing with me if you don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
geez.
Again, speaking about
Dang.
liking the sound of your own voice.
I love this.
Maybe you
song.
should just make an
do it all the
OnlyFans because like
time.
debating and shit just isn't fucking your thing.
Is it because you want to see my tits?
No, I'm not into tits. I'm into ass.
I mean, okay.
Can I tell you something, vegan man? I
Also,
just ate a
I'm
Snickers
a
and it
fucking
wasn't vegan.
Screamer.
How
What
would
did you say? I want to see what Xena said.
I said the Snickers I ate was milk chocolate with caramel and it's not vegan.
Oh, now that's sexy.
I think I figured out.
You know
why
what else
I've
was
been
inside
winning
that
so many
Snickers?
rounds. Everybody
Nuts.
thinks you're
Nuts. Yeah, we
fucking
know.
retarded.
Nuts.
Double elimination, by the way.
It's so funny you said that.
Muter. Okay, we are at the second penultimate round. Okay, I think that this one is double elimination.
Yes, it is.
Did you say not penultimate?
No, I said it's penultimate, not penultimate, like you said. I'm trying to correct you here. I'm trying to look out for you.
You barely fucking speak my language, okay?
I speak better than you when it's your own
Shut the
language,
fuck
Cuban
up.
boy. That's not your
So-
language, you Spanish bitch.
I'm going
my bad,
to,
go ahead.
because this is a very, 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 very close poll right now, okay? Among the bottom three. It is the bottom three are within like 15 votes right now. I'm going to cut this off at exactly 7 minutes and 20 seconds. You guys have 14 seconds to vote, and then I'm going to end this vote exactly, call it exactly where I see it.
Wait,
take
you
one
are
for the
counting
team.
Yay,
delay?
7,
voties.
6, who cares? They're voting. It doesn't matter if they're delayed or not.
Yay, voties.
3.
Why the fuck did you
Two.
say what you said then? It doesn't make any sense because you probably cut it before they could vote.
No. I'm cutting it out so that people can see so they don't accuse me of being biased. Right now, okay, we have 2 people passing into the finals. And those 2 people are Yasuo. It's not you. It's not you. It's not
Thank
you.
God, thank God, thank
You're out of here.
It's because we play League.
Thank God.
Damn it.
You're gonna have to say goodbye to Xena because Xena is going over to the finals.
Yay,
Okay.
Xena!
Who's leaving with me? Who's leaving with me? Big tits or
Katerina.
dog fucker?
Spoiler.
Oh,
Katerino's
congrats.
taking off with you. I'm sorry. Xena and Vegan
Oh.
Games, you are our 2 finalists today.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, appreciate it, Destiny. I'll see you at another airport. Q. I'll also see you at another airport.
Come on, don't say it. No.
Oh no, you won't see
Okay,
him. He's gonna be locked in the cockpit, my boy.
No, I'll be in New York again.
Xena, I would fuck. Hit me up discreetly. To the other 2 guys, good luck. Bye.
Hi,
See you later.
Yasuo.
Okay, Katerina, shout yourself out.
Okay, I stream on Twitch, teehee. My name is Katerino, and Xena, you are a lovely woman, and I want to sniff you. Goodbye, dog fucker. Nice seeing you again, Steven. Thank you, Karantos, and I love you, DGG. Bye!
Bye. Wow.
And then there
I'm-
was Stu.
I'm actually glad things
I'm
worked
scared.
out this way
I-
because I actually respect you more than the other people, and I think you're the most sensible to talk to here. So,
Wow.
So will you forfeit
Wow.
so that I can win the $500?
no.
Okay.
But I added
What if-
added you on
what
Discord.
if
I'd be down
I
to...
added you back. What if I decided that, now hear me out, if you let me win, I will go vegan for a month and see if it's the best thing for me.
Well, you can't go vegan for a month, so that's oxymoronic.
Well, then what? No, I'm saying like I'll test it out for a month to see like if it's something I
You
could
can't
do
test
for
it
the long
out
run.
for a month, so you're either vegan or you're not.
Damn.
But what I'm saying is, wouldn't I try it to see if it's something I could actually commit to?
You absolutely can commit to it. You don't need to try. You just have to do it.
Damn.
Okay, let's do something easier. What if
I don't want your
You just let me
OnlyFans. So
Oh,
I
Oh,
wasn't-
gee,
God.
I'm just joking.
She didn't even offer it. He said no.
Oh, God.
All right, fuck this. I guess we got to do this the hard way. Let me get the candles.
Oh,
What's your full
Jesus.
name?
Okay.
Richard Burgess.
You don't have a middle name?
I'm just playing.
I do, but I don't want to give it out.
Why would you give out your first and last name, but not your middle name?
He doesn't want me to do voodoo.
Yeah, I don't want people to know too much.
Okay.
My last name already got leaked, so.
Okay.
DGG,
let me-
please help me win this
No,
round.
no
My
begging.
IQ is very low, and I really need to win so I can go to Arizona and I can do 3-way tenders with Darius. Please, 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 please.
Okay, Xena, stop. Xena, stop. You're cheating.
Oh,
Let me ask the
nice.
question. Let me ask the question. Okay, both of you. At what point... Wait, I sounded foreign as fuck. Let me do that one more time. At what point do you think canceling / character assassinating a content creator is okay? So I'd assume both of you don't believe in like cancel culture in its entirety, but at what point do you think that it makes sense to like completely character assassinate and just fucking cancel a content creator? Let's start with you, Mr. Horse, aka Vegan Gains.
So when you use a term like character assassinate, that sounds like you're assassinating somebody's character unjustly. I think if somebody has done something wrong, it's absolutely appropriate to call them out for it. I think criticism is always justified if criticism is true. And I would certainly draw certain lines when it comes to like canceling. So like say absolutely deplatforming somebody. Nick Fuentes is an obvious example. Like this guy's openly promoted murdering Jews, gay people, trans people. When you're openly promoting violence, I think that certainly deserves cancellation. With that said, I think people can say things that are fucked up and inappropriate, but I think they should also have an opportunity once they hear the criticism to say, apologize, reflect, and if they do apologize, then that apology should be accepted.
Okay, let's put it this way, right? There's a certain line that once it's crossed, you can't come back from, no matter the apology. You'd agree with that, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
What would that line be? What would a content creator have to do for you to be like, okay, this person deserves to have his career completely stripped from them?
Okay, EDP 445.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that would be an example, absolutely. I think there's very little else. Like, if somebody was actually genuinely sorry for what they've done, I think they should be maybe replatformed. So there are some people who are former like skinheads and Nazis and stuff who are reformed. They became left-wing. Some of them like even join Antifa. If they're actually genuinely sorry, I think they should be replatformed. I don't think their life should be ruined completely forever and ever if they actually apologize.
What are your thoughts, Zena?
So I think people like I do agree in that sense. People that obviously promote violence, like unless like it's joking, but when it's obvious that you're taking a stance, like for example, what he said with, and no disrespect to Nick, I met him in person. I think he's a good person to talk to. It's really engaging. But if, for example, someone actually is promoting that, oh, this specific set of people needs to die or anything like that, I think that's violent. I think that's really toxic. And or like even pedophilia. Like at some point the pedophile jokes, when it's pushed too far, we all know who I'm talking about. Like that needs to stop. Like I don't think platforms should allow it to go so far. Like when you're joking about, oh, I like underage girls, like it just gets to a
Wait,
point
who
where
are
it's
you
like,
even
okay,
referring to? That sounds insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually have no idea. Who the
Yeah,
fuck
I
would
don't
say
even
something
know.
like
Who
that?
would say something like that?
I
That's
think there
wild.
have been some people on Fresh and Fit who've actually... Yeah, Fuentes.
Was this the guy on Fresh and Fit?
Fuentes have actually
Wait,
like
you
said
when
that
you're
on Fresh and Fit.
joking
Who's
too
that?
far and constantly going on Omegle and being like talking to girls that you know are underage and then being like, well, anything after 12 is lunch. I think when you take it a little too far, it gets a little ridiculous. Like that's something I would.
I've seen
Wait,
some
I
red
would
pill
even tell
channels say
Zerka like,
that.
okay, that's too far. Like you do it a little too much.
Oh,
I would even tell him
Zerka.
that's too much.
John
Like,
Zerka. Okay.
That's too
Jonathan
much.
Zerka. Jonathan.
Jonathan.
At some
Jonathan.
point,
I
it
didn't
has
know
to
that.
stop. Now, at some point, it has to stop. Do I think he's an actual pedophile? Well, I know obviously he's not. Well, from my understanding, he's not.
Oh, you know he's
but
not. Why do you
that's
know
what I
he's
said.
not?
From
Yeah, how
my
could you confirm that?
understanding,
Uh-oh.
because the only girls I've seen around happen to be of age. But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
is,
checked
when
their
you
ID?
start, I brought
True.
the girls
I've
around,
seen
and
how
I
some
know
of
them
them
because
look.
we dance together. So it's like
Oh, so when
fellow
you dance with
dancers.
somebody, you know their age?
Yeah, I mean, you have to register with social. Like if you work at Cheetah, you have to have your social security.
Oh, and
your
you checked
ID,
to
and
verify the socials were real?
you
They
have to
didn't get
dance
them?
ID.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
they
can't
didn't
get
have
a
fake IDs?
Come
Yeah,
on,
that's
Destiny.
checkmate.
Why are you
Checkmate.
trying? Like, come on, Destiny. Destiny.
I mean, we've seen the picture. He's been on the island as a child.
You know
but,
what?
I mean,
Here's
I
what
don't
I
know.
have to actually let me. I don't mean to cheat, but I do want to ask Destiny's opinion real quick. What do you think about deplatforming? Side conversation.
The
Pretend
only
they're
thing
not
I'm
here.
pro deplatforming right now is if you see any misogynistic or hateful comments posted on the link or Girth subreddit, we should make Reddit a safer place and spam report the fuck out of those people. But other than
I
that,
agree.
I'm
agree.
totally anti-deplatforming in almost all cases. So
I
there you
agree.
go.
I totally agree. Also, if you're promoting hatred towards women or men, misandry or misogyny, I don't think that's a good thing to promote versus just speaking an opinion. But when you're promoting it, I think it's absolutely horrible. And then I just want to say, I don't know if I won this round or lost, but I do want to say thank you, Vegan. Thank you, Destiny. And thank you, Karantos. You guys have given me a lot to think about. Arigato gozaimashita.
Yeah.
Please
This has
vote
to be
for me.
pedo bait, by the way. when you do that vote. No, stop.
You're muted for that.
Stop.
You just
Stop.
got to mute.
Stop.
Now you're
So
muted.
Again, Destiny has enough allegations. Okay, you can't stop adding
yeah,
to it.
I would
Mr.
also
Horse, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd also like to add. I think there's something unique about promoting pedophilic content, where you cannot reasonably expect somebody to actually be reformed, because so many of these people who are pedophiles or into underage girls, they're always going to be into underage girls.
True.
It's not like they can be reformed. Whereas with other political beliefs like Nazism, that is something that can be reformed. People can change their political beliefs clearly. But if you have an attraction to underage children, that's not something that's really ever going to go away. So those people especially those people who've promoted that content, they probably should forever be deplatformed. Like, they can't be trusted.
Vegan, let me ask you this much. Do you think that a pedophile that, let's say they have pedophilic thoughts, but they didn't act on it, do you think those people are not redeemable because you said you can't change their attraction?
Well, so if these people are promoting pedophilia or have engaged in it, no, they absolutely should not be forgiven. If somebody openly admits, hey, I'm a pedophile, I have this problem, but they've never acted upon it, but they recognize that it's wrong to act upon those urges, I don't have a problem with that person. I think like they should have some sympathy because it is a fucked up problem to have. On top of that, with the Nazi thing, like somebody like Fuentes, who's a dishonest liar, if he were to come out and say, I'm not a Nazi anymore, I'm left-wing, like, I just wouldn't believe him. So to some degree, there has to be evidence of honesty as well when it comes to deplatforming and also like taking somebody back in.
Fair take, but can I just announce something? Can we get a couple of squad W's in Destiny's fucking chat? He disabled Xena's video. Yeah, I'm just saying, listen, squad motherfucking W in chat. No double standards, okay? We keep it fair up in this motherfucker, okay? Hey, good job, okay? Go ahead.
Well,
is the
listen,
voting
you know
closed?
what? We are done with the voting. I just want to give a big shout out to our two contestants, okay? Xena and Vegan Games. Big shout out to you for fighting the whole panel. 1v8. 1v9, even against this other fucking host who couldn't keep his goddamn mouth shut the entire time.
Hey, relax. Can I not enjoy every once in a while? You fucking
Congratulations, Vina Games, for fighting everybody. Unfortunately, this is a community full of simps and fucking losers. And through unethical means, Xena has managed to barely squeak out a disgusting fucking win. So she should be ashamed of.
Maron! Yeah, your community, by the way, they should all unironically like end game. Xena, but hey, congratulations on winning episode 11 of Kick or Keep. You fought very hard. You were extremely physical with it. Nobody did half of what you did with your chest. But Mr. Girl, why did I just call you Mr. Girl? I'm reading to Mr. Horse.
Are you okay? Holy shit. You got something else on your mind right now you need to share with us?
I mean, they were talking about pedophiles and shit. Honestly, it's like, hey, I'm sorry. Mr. Horse, aka Vegan Gains, please take all the time in the world and shout yourself out. Go ahead.
Yeah, so if you want to check out my content, I'm on YouTube. The handle is Vegan Gains. And you can also find me on OnlyFans, obviously. So if you want to simp for me, you can head over there. I also have Instagram. I'm vegangains.real on Instagram, so you can also check out my shit. I usually just post cat photos and stuff.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We appreciate you for coming on. Mr. Horse, aka Vegan Games.
All right, take care. Thanks.